Santa has touched down at his Dallas Cowboys cottage at the Star in Frisco. Get a frame-worthy family holiday photo with Santa at the Star presented by Monument Realty. Santa Claus will be available for photos and Christmas gift requests at his Cowboys-themed cottage in the Star District all the way up through Christmas Eve. Photo packages include a print and an exclusive Cowboys gift for each child. Book your visit now at thestardistrict.com/Santa.
Cowboys football and Miller Lite. What a pairing. Can cracks at kickoff. Tailgates going way past postgame. Sunday night overtimes followed by Monday morning swagger. Brisket in the smoker. Miller Lite in the cooler. America's team playing America's greatest sport. Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys football tastes like Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2023 Miller Brewing Company, Fort Worth, Texas.
It's football season. Grab your Dallas Cowboys gear at JCPenney. If you love America's team, we've got all the star power you need. From jerseys to tees, hoodies to accessories, they're game day ready and everyday approved. Huddle up in store and game plan for the whole family. Or check out our sports fan shop to score even more online. More styles, sizes, and decor for every fan in the house. JCPenney, a proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys. Products vary by store.
Cowboys fans, after that move, we've just coined the term Rowdy Replay. Let's roll back the tape.
Okay, there's our mascot Rowdy cheering on the boys. And now he's on his phone, on his Bank of America mobile banking app?
Staying on top of his finances with his virtual financial assistant, Erica.
Bank of America's digital tools are so impressive. Cowboys fans just can't stop banking. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/can't-stop-banking.
Erica is only available in the English language. You must download the latest version of the mobile banking app, only available on select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. Member FDIC.
Tonight's game between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys at AT&T Stadium is brought to you by Pepsi, made for Cowboys watching.
Captains approaching the Star in the middle of AT&T Stadium, and of course the Cowboys wearing their home white uniforms with the silver domes.
Who we got for captains?
Yeah, we've got Terrence Steele, Chauncey Golston, and Jonathan Hankins in the middle. Captains, Geno Smith, one of the captains for Seattle. He'll make the call here on the coin toss.
The shield side is heads, the T is tails. The shield is heads, the T is tails. Seattle, you're the visiting team. It is your choice. Tails. Tails is the call. It is tails. You win the toss. Which way you want to kick? Okay. Seattle wins the toss, selects to defer their choice in the second half, and the Cowboys will receive. Good luck, gentlemen.
Well, there we go. I still say, Kyle, that the coin flip, don't have the heads and tails. You put one team logo on the one side and the other team on the other, and you just flip the coin.
I think that's
nobody has to call. You don't have to say who's got it. You don't have any confusion.
Is this a normal conversation with Brad?
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I'm shocked nobody's picked it up yet. I feel like that would be a number one thing here. That'd be the easiest way to get it done.
The easiest way. You don't have to go through all that stuff.
So they do defer, and it will be, of course, the Dallas Cowboys with the football first. That's an exciting opportunity just to get a chance to get the offense back out on the field. They've been the ones that have helped set the tone these last few weeks.
Well, it's interesting. Pete Carroll's decision to defer, and I know coaches defer and on the road and all that, but I'm not so sure the way this Cowboys offense has been humming along that I want to go out on the field with my offense down 7-0. So it's funny all the decisions you make as a head coach. Seriously, I mean, defer. 20 years ago, you weren't worried about that. You won the toss, you took the ball, and here we go. And now Cowboys will start off with this one, and we'll set our Dr. Pepper starting lineups on offense for
Yeah,
you.
we definitely will. We've got Kevontae Turpin, of course, back to receive. And we'll tell you about those starting lineups following this kick. And the kick will be given by Jason Myers. Seattle in their throwback uniforms. They have all silver helmets as well. Light blue jerseys with silver pants. Cowboys in the home whites with the blue numbers, blue names on the back, and the silver pants. White Sox as well. 20th all-time meeting between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys as Jason Myers connects, and we are underway in Week 13. No chance for Turpin to return, and our starting lineups presented by Dr. Pepper for the 8-3 Dallas Cowboys. We'll start on the offensive line from left to right. Tyron Smith, Tyler Smith, Tyler Biotish at center, Zach Martin at right guard, Terrence Steele at right tackle. The wide receivers are Brandon Cooks, Jalen Tolbert, and C.D. Lamb. Those are the three wide receivers. Dak Prescott, Tony Pollard in the backfield for the Cowboys, and then at tight end, of course, Jake Ferguson. It's two receivers right. It's Tolbert and Lamb to the right. They give it to Pollard off the left hip of Dak Prescott, and he plunges forward for 3 yards, and that's how we open the game. On the opposite side for the Seattle Seahawks, Darrell Taylor is the outside linebacker. Leonard Williams, a familiar foe, once with the Giants. Jaron Reed, Draymond Jones, Boye Mafe, Bobby Wagner at the second level with Jordan Brooks. Devin Witherspoon, Reek Woolen on the outside of the cornerback position. And then they have Julian Love and Quandre Diggs with Jamal Adams at safety. 2nd down and 7. Dak back to throw. Looks to his right. Has C.D. Lamb at the 50. And it's caught right underneath the star logo on the right hash mark as he points for a first down.
There we go. Dak just continues to pick up where he left off. First throw of the game. He's got C.D. Lamb in the slot right. And C.D. Lamb just goes up that right side. And Dak throws him a dart. And in coverage over there is Devin Witherspoon. He's playing great for Seattle. He is their first-round pick, 5th pick in the draft, but he couldn't handle C.D. there.
Motion right as Dak looks left. It goes back to C.D. Lamb, and Lamb has a grab for about 8 yards. He works up to the 42-yard line, and it's a nice gain on first down. It was a gain of 24 to Lamb, and now a gain of 8 to Lamb on back-to-back receptions.
And C.D. Lamb's tired. Takes himself out of the game here.
He does check off. Hunter Lipke in the game off to the right side as Tony Pollard straight back in the I formation. Man in motion is Michael Gallup from left to right. 2 tight ends to the right side of the line of scrimmage with Cooks and Gallup. Dak under center. Turns around. He hands to Gallup, and he is swarmed at the line of scrimmage. And Pollard, works to the right-hand side, and he picks up maybe a yard.
Yeah, when I said C.D. Lamb went out because he was tired, that was tongue-in-cheek. They'll come out with a lot of different personnel groups. They've scripted the plays, so they try to show Seattle a bunch of different looks, formations, personnel groups, and see how they react to it.
He just had 32 yards of receiving.
Yeah, but I will say this. He only came out for a play. He's back in.
Right back in there. He's in the slot here with Gallup to the right-hand side. Now Cooks to the left. He goes in motion. 3-step drop for Dak Prescott. Pocket held up nicely. He finds Cooks at the 23-yard line. Spins his way to the 22. And it's a first down for Dallas, closing in on the red zone.
Did I mention something about not wanting to kick off to this Cowboys offense and let them come up and go 7-0 here? Dak Prescott just all day to throw. And it's a 4-man rush by Seattle, but they don't get near him. He actually had Cooks open for a while back there. He finally found him, and easy pitch and catch.
19 yards to Brandon Cooks. Jake Ferguson goes from right to left behind the line of scrimmage. Prescott under center again. Fakes it to Pollard. He reverses it to Lamb, who tries to catch the edge. He does, but he gets escorted out of bounds after about a gain of 7. They are into the red zone, up to the 18-yard line into Seattle territory.
It's not just the red zone, it's the Sherwin-Williams red zone.
I got to get it right, guys. It's my first time. I got to pay the bills, right? Sherwin-Williams red zone.
Well, I'll remind you. I like to
Thanks,
pay the
babe.
bills.
I need the help.
I like to pay the bills.
Trips receivers to the right, including Jake Ferguson, who's at the point. They motion Lamb out to the right. He goes all the way outside. Now it's a screen left to Pollard. Pollard makes one man miss. Tripped up from behind, but he has first down yardage to the 12. Draymond Jones with the tackle. Possibly a touchdown-saving tackle because it was between Pollard and the end zone. Just one man to beat.
Just a little slip screen to the left there, and Tyler Biotish, the center, is pulling out left. He just misses his man. Kind of shoestring tackle there, and at the end of it, Tyler Biotish pounds the turf, saying, man, if I get that guy, we may have a score.
13 personnel for Dallas. They throw it to Lamb on the left-hand side. It's bounded off of the chest of Lamb. No chance for Seattle to make a reception, but it lofted up in the air for a split second there. They're almost an opportunity for an interception.
Yeah, you hate to see those balls go up in the air like that because typically it's only defenders looking at it. The receivers don't find the ball, but there's a whole bunch of defenders saying, oh.
Press coverage at the line of scrimmage made it tough that time for Lamb. Trips receivers right again, one to the left. Pollard in the backfield, Prescott snaps back in the shotgun, lofts it back in the end zone, lifting for the end zone, and it's out of the hands of Jake Ferguson, broken up. And a nice play by Tyreek Woolen, the UTSA product, to bat that football away.
Well, Tyreek Woolen is 6'4", and he needed all 6'4" of that covering Jake Ferguson. And Dak just put it up high into the corner and was hoping to have Ferguson make a play on it. Tyreek Woolen's back is turned to the football, but as Jake Ferguson turns for the ball and his hands go up, Reek Woolen comes up and knocks it out. Really nice play by him.
Empty backfield on 3rd down and 10 from the 12. Prescott with plenty of time.
Wow.
Surveys, looks left, finds Turpin right at the line to gain, and it is just a hair short based off of the initial marker. However, there is a flag laying at the 8.
I mean, Dak Prescott could have made a sandwich and ate it back there.
Incredible protection all the way through. So we await the call on this one. It is right at the marker. I mean, depends on the spot for the most part. After the completion to Turpin.
For illegal contact on the play. The result of the play is a first down, Dallas.
And they do give it to Dallas. Cleet Blakeman, our official tonight. And Mr. Blakeman points for 1st and goal.
Anyone's eligible.
A twirling catch for Kevontae Turpin. Gets it all the way down to the 2. It was a gain of 10. They needed 10.
I don't think the Cowboys are going to do anything fancy here. They've got Hunter Lipke in the backfield in that fullback spot. I think it's just going to be straight old-fashioned football. Hand it to your tailback, and up the middle we go.
I formation. They hand it to Pollard. He runs right behind Lipke, but he's stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go that time. Great job by Seattle. Looked like Wagner was one of the first ones in there, at least the finishing blow on Pollard. No gain on the play.
You'd like to get a little something there. You'd like to even get that yard. But he got absolutely nothing. May have even lost just a little bit there. Yeah, lost a yard. That changes things a little.
Didn't get the benefit of the doubt for forward progress. Different look here. Now Prescott goes back into the shotgun with Pollard to his right. They fake it to Pollard. Dak rolls right, bootlegs, and it's batted down. Devin Witherspoon got a hand on it. He was intending to find Jake Ferguson, who was open at the goal line, but Devin Witherspoon got not one, but 2 hands on the loose football.
You know, Witherspoon is playing that nickelback spot. Again, he's a corner, but he's 6'4". He might as well be a defensive end with the length that he has out there, and Dak just couldn't negotiate around him there.
3rd down and goal from the 3. Ferguson, Lamb, and Tolbert to the left. Now they motion Ferguson across the line of scrimmage. He's on the right side with Cooks. Tony Pollard in the backfield. Prescott swarms. He's sacked back at the 13-yard line. No chance to get away from Jordan Brooks, and the former Texas Tech Red Raider will force a field goal.
Dak just really didn't have a chance on that. Tony Pollard has done such a good job in pass protection, but he just whiffs here. I mean, it's a flat-out whiff. And an easy sack there.
Jordan Brooks was feared by some in the Seattle organization that he would miss the entire 2023 season after missing most of 2022, or at least the back end of 2022. And it's a 30-yard field goal for Brandon Aubrey off the left hash mark, and he bangs it through. So Dallas takes a 3-0 lead, but you'd have to feel like that's a win for the Seattle defense, forcing a field goal off the Jordan Brooks sack. Dallas Cowboys football will continue in a moment.
Is your workplace on top of its game? For over 100 years, Pollock Aurora has been taking care of business, improving their bottom lines, and helping them grow with proven results that work. And this year is no exception. From keeping the workplace clean to custom packaging to shipping products and office essentials, Pollock leads the way in supplying everything Dallas workplaces need to do what they do. Backed by more than 10 decades of doing things right and moving companies forward, Pollock Aurora is where solved happens. Call 855-239-5153 or visit Pollock.com today.
The Whataburger Jalapeno Cheddar Biscuit is back, but some folks have yet to try it. So let's not do the thing where we're like, you've never had a jalapeno cheddar biscuit before? You know what? It's okay. Let's just invite them to try this flaky, cheesy, and slightly spicy goodness for themselves. The Jalapeno Cheddar Biscuit, available as a sandwich or on its own from 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. for a limited time at participating locations. Whataburger, just like you like it.
The Dallas Cowboys and Ford F-Series trucks never back down from a challenge. With their strength and ability to make plays on the fly, they're some of the toughest opponents around. That's just part of what makes F-Series the best-selling trucks in America for 46 years straight. Visit your best in Texas Ford dealer today or shop at texasford.com to get a great deal on a new Ford F-Series. Ford, the official truck of the Dallas Cowboys. Based on 1977 to 2022 CY total sales.
Tom Thumb's new Drive Up and Go service makes grocery shopping easy and convenient for anyone.
25 pounds of ground chuck, 15 bags of hamburger buns, 28 bags of Tostitos, 10 packs of Pepsi, and some barbecue tongs.
You pick the time, you drive up, and go.
With Tom Thumb's Drive Up and Go, anyone has time in their schedule to go grocery shopping. Just a few clicks away, and you can feed your team.
Everyone can be a grocery pro bowler with Tom Thumb's Drive Up and Go. Download the app or try an online order to get started today.
Sean and RJ, mornings on 105.3 The Fan.
The Dallas Cowboys and Tequila Herradura know the difference between great and extraordinary. Great is making the playoffs. Extraordinary is doing it 35 times. So when you toast America's most extraordinary team, choose the world's most extraordinary tequila. Tequila Herradura. Extraordinary awaits. So Brandon Aubrey with his 23rd consecutive field goal to start his career. Cowboys take the 3-0 lead, 9:10 remaining in the first quarter. But Kyle getting the ball at the 2. First and goal at the 2, as you said. To win for Seattle to stop them.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Brandon Aubrey will boot this one away. No chance for a return for Seattle. Gives us a chance to set up the Dallas Cowboys starting defense. Brought to you by Dr. Pepper, DeMarcus Lawrence, Jonathan Hankins, Osa Odigizua with Dorrance Armstrong out there for, of course, defensive coordinator Dan Quinn. Followed by Micah Parsons, Damone Clark, Stephon Gilmore, Jordan Lewis, Deron Bland on the outside, and then you have the safeties, the trio of Jaron Kearse, Donovan Wilson, Malik Hooker. Geno Smith is the quarterback with Zach Charbonnet behind the line of scrimmage. No Kenneth Walker tonight for the Seattle offense. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. They put Tyler Lockett in motion. He returns to the left-hand side, and they give it to the rookie Charbonnet, who plunges forward for about 4 on his opening tote up to the 29-yard line. Other starters on the Seattle offense: DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Noah Fant. And then on that offensive line from left to right, Charles Cross, Damian Lewis. Evan Brown is the center, Phil Hayes at right guard, and Abraham Malukas back in the game at the right tackle spot. Wearing the number 72 in the blue. 2nd down and 2. They give it back to Charbonnet. He's swarmed right at the line of scrimmage. May have picked up 1 before he's flattened by Jonathan Hankins after a positive gain.
I think we're going to see a lot of this, Kyle. Run on 1st down, run on 2nd, try to get it to 3rd and real manageable. They did it right here, 3rd and 4. You can deal with that because the ball can come out quickly. But you can't deal with this Cowboys pass rush.
3rd down and 4 on the 31-yard line for Dallas. And Tank Lawrence jumped offside, but was he prompted to jump offside? He was looking at Anthony Bradford.
I don't see Tank pointing at anybody.
False start.
Oh.
Offense number 63.
How about that?
5-yard penalty. 4th down.
That's the center. You're seeing more and more of these called. Obviously, when they're in shotgun and that center's looking under, and that movement by the center can't be quick and abrupt. That's how they define it, quick and abrupt. And if it is, the next thing has to be the ball snapped. And right there, he made that abrupt movement, did not snap the ball, and Tank came over.
Geno Smith back in the shotgun as the 5-yard penalty sets up 3rd and 9. He's rushed from behind, but he gets it away, and he finds DK Metcalf, who's off to the races. 25-20, 15-10, 5, touchdown. Pitch and catch over the middle. DK Metcalf broke free, and Seattle strikes for a 73-yard touchdown to open the scoring.
Well, we may have to hold off on that gold jacket for Deron Bland. DK Metcalf just runs a slant. It's a 3-by-1 formation. 3 receivers to the right, DK Metcalf to the left. He just runs a little slant on that left side. Deron Bland tries to undercut it and go underneath and knock it down. And when he misses, it's off to the races for DK Metcalf.
Longest play from scrimmage this season for the Seattle offense. Would have been their second longest last year. And Jason Myers boots in the extra point to make it 7-3. Seattle over the top of Dallas. The first time the Dallas Cowboys have trailed all season at AT&T Stadium, and it comes with 7:28 remaining in the first quarter. We'll return with Dallas Cowboys football right after this.
Being a Cowboys fan means having your heart on your sleeve through every play and every postseason. At Josh Cellars, we pour our heart into every bottle of wine we make. From our luscious reds to our balanced whites, share the love and cheer on your favorite team with the official wine of the Dallas Cowboys at AT&T Stadium or at home. Look for our limited edition Cowboys Cabernet and Chardonnay at select retailers near you. Copyright 2023 Josh Cellars, joshcellars.com. Please drink responsibly.
Cowboys football and Miller Lite. What a pairing. Can cracks at kickoff. Tailgates going way past postgame. Sunday night overtimes followed by Monday morning swagger. Brisket in the smoker. Miller Lite in the cooler. America's team playing America's greatest sport. Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys football tastes like Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2023 Miller Brewing Company, Fort Worth, Texas.
The big game is here. It's the new Cowboy scratch ticket from the Texas Lottery. Play today for your chance to win up to $100,000 instantly. Or enter for a chance to win Dallas Cowboys VIP experiences like Draft Day War Room packages, season tickets, and much more. Make every day game day with the new Cowboys scratch ticket. Dallas Cowboys Football Club Limited. Visit TexasLottery.com for odds. Must be 18 or older to participate. Play responsibly.
Are you ready to take coffee off your grocery list forever? Black Rifle Coffee Club is here to help. As a coffee club member, you'll get your favorite coffees roasted, packaged, and shipped to your door free of charge on your preferred schedule. Set it, forget it, and never run low on coffee again. Members also get exclusive deals on coffee, products, and discounts from partner brands. Ease your mind and let Black Rifle worry about your coffee supply. Go to blackriflecoffee.com to join the coffee club today.
Hey y'all, it's Kelly Finglass, director of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. When it comes to boots, our ladies wear only the best. Luke Casey, the official boot maker of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
AT&T 5G, fast, reliable, secure. America's most reliable network is the official 5G innovation partner of America's team. 7:28 remaining in the first quarter. Seattle takes a 7-3 lead. As Kyle Yeomans told you, it's the first time the Cowboys have been behind at AT&T Stadium at any point this season. And DK Metcalf with the 73-yard touchdown, the pitch and catch there, gives Seattle the 7-3 lead.
Pretty incredible that streak lasted as long as it did, but it is done for at the moment. They were along with the 1998 Broncos, the only team since the 1970 merger to not trail at any point in their first 6 home games in a season. Pretty incredible how long it did last, but it was taken away in a quick moment with a 73-yard touchdown pitch and catch between Geno Smith and DK Metcalf. Two tight ends in the formation on the right-hand side. Tony Pollard straight back as Sean McEwen goes in motion. Dak under center. They give it to Pollard. Pollard into the pile, and he picks up about 2 yards before he's stopped up by Cameron Young.
Interesting little wrinkle there that the Cowboys just showed, because Tyron Smith at left tackle, typically that split is going to be about 2 feet between the guard and the tackle. He was out there about 4 or 5 feet. I have not seen that. And I'm assuming Seattle hasn't either. when they were going through their film room.
2nd down and 8 from the 27 of Seattle. Shotgun for Dak. Play action to Pollard. Now again swung from behind, and he's sacked again. The initial pressure came from the interior, but it was Darrell Taylor that finished it off coming around the backside, and Dak Prescott could not get away.
Wow, 2 sacks in the first 2 drive here. The first one was on a whiff by Tony Pollard. This time Dak had to sidestep. They they blitzed Witherspoon, their nickel back, from the slot on the right side, and Pollard kind of missed him. Dak had to dodge him, and then got cleaned up at the end of this thing by Taylor.
Taylor was a 30 visit for the Cowboys this past April. 3rd down and long. They need 16. They dump it underneath to Jake Ferguson at the 25. He cuts upfield to the 35, and he has first down yardage to the 36-yard line. Gets upended by Bobby Wagner, but it's enough to move the chains.
Well, and Jake Ferguson deserved to get this ball, because before he goes out, he's lined up left side. He takes Darrell Taylor, the man who just had the sack, and just literally knocks him on his rear end, then goes out into the pass pattern. So that gave Dak all that time. You saw Dak shuffle left because there was a man there.
Hunter Lipke out wide. He goes all the way to the right-hand side. CeeDee Lamb in the slot. Play action to Pollard. Dak winds up deep. He's looking for Tolbert on the left-hand side. There was contact and a flag thrown. It's incomplete. But Tariq Woolen had early contact, and this will be pass interference, most likely against the Seattle defensive back. And with that being said, fantastic yardage for the Cowboys.
Pass interference, defense, number 27. Molly Place to the spot of the foul. First down.
What'd that penalty become then, Bob Thomas? 46 yards.
Goodness.
I still think, I mean, we know the NFL wants offense and scoring, and this was a call that could have easily not been made. Certainly wasn't egregious, but you don't get 46-yard plays in the game, and you get one on a penalty.
Tariq Woolen only had 2 pass interference penalties during his time at UTSA. Tossed back to Rico Dowdle, who's in the game for the first time. He couldn't find a way to cut upfield. He stumbles out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
I think somewhere between the college pass interference rule and the NFL spot foul.
It's a little different.
There's a nice medium. And I still think you can make it 2 ways, just like you have roughing the punter and running into. One's a 5, one's a 15. If it's egregious, you make it a spot foul. If it's something like we just saw, make it a first down, 15 yards, whatever you want to do. But, boy, that's a lot of yardage to give up.
Under 5 to play in the first. I formation again for Dallas. Dak under center, followed by Lipke and Pollard. He fakes it to Pollard, steps up, throws back of the end zone. There's CeeDee Lamb, tumbling, but he gets both feet down. Touchdown Cowboys, and they retake the lead in the first. The first touchdown brought to you by Miller Lite, and CeeDee continues his tear through the NFC, his 7th touchdown of the year.
And this time they motion CeeDee Lamb from the left side of formation across the formation to the right. CeeDee then just runs a little seam pattern up inside the numbers. We've seen that a bunch this year, and Dak throws him a perfect pass. That lead didn't last long, did it?
No, it did not. Seattle took the lead with 7:18 left in the first. Dallas with the Brandon Aubrey PAT. Good. Takes a 10-7 advantage over the Seattle Seahawks here on Thursday Night Football, and it'll continue in a moment.
Hey Cowboys fans, it's time to get ready for tailgate season with an official Dallas Cowboys license plate from MyPlates.com. Join the many thousands of fans already driving around with Cowboys pride on their ride. It's a must-have for any die-hard Cowboys fan. MyPlates is also the one-stop shop for all specialty plates in Texas, with over 500 designs to choose from. With Cowboys plates starting from only $50, what are you waiting for? Visit MyPlates.com today. That's MyPlates.com.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
Academy Sports and Outdoors has you covered with everything you need to have fun out there. From the best sports brands like Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour, to all your essentials for backyard cooking and the best gear for hunting, fishing, and enjoying the outdoors, Academy has it all. Order online at academy.com or on the Academy app and pick up in store or get free shipping on most orders. Make shopping easy with Academy Sports and Outdoors. Free shipping applies to most orders over $25. Online sign-in required.
Hey y'all, it's Kelly Finglass, director of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. When it comes to boots, our ladies wear only the best. Lucchese, the official bootmaker of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
As the casino of the Dallas Cowboys, we know what it means to be a star. With over 10,000 of your favorite games, WinStar is the best way to get the star treatment you deserve. Please game responsibly.
Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be.
Lowe's knows pros need a partner to help tackle their biggest challenges. That's why Lowe's Pro MVP Rewards offers you points on every qualified purchase, plus the partnership you need to grow your business. Lowe's is the official sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys and partners to pros everywhere. Cowboys go 5 plays, 75 yards. CeeDee Lamb with the 15-yard touchdown reception. Cowboys lead at 10-7.
And Dak Prescott 7 of 10 for 97 yards and a touchdown. DJ Dallas watches Brandon Aubrey's kick go out of the back of the end zone. Gives us a chance to go down with our AT&T call to the sideline. Check in with Christy Scales.
Well, Kyle, it is already chippy down here on the field. Seattle's first defensive series, Jamal Adams chirping at the Cowboys sideline. Then after these extra points, Cameron Young, Boye Mafe of Seattle getting in the faces of Brock Hoffman and Tyler Biadasz. Hopefully these guys can avoid some fines tonight.
This is, of course, with 4:48 left in the first quarter, Christy. A lot of game left to be played. Screen to the right side. They give it to Tyler Lockett. Lockett gets tackled at the line of scrimmage by Marquise Bell. No gain on the play as really nobody could find a way to get a hat on 14 and white.
Getting back to that Dak Prescott touchdown pass there to CeeDee Lamb. Since the bye, Dak Prescott had 17 touchdown passes coming into this game. The next two closest guys to him were Justin Herbert and C.J. Stroud with 10. And Dak now has 18. He's almost doubled it up.
What a year Dak Prescott is having. Trips receivers to the left for Geno Smith off the right hash mark. They give it to Smith and Njigba in the flat. There is a penalty marker in the spot of a hold as Njigba was escorted out of bounds on the near sideline.
Second marker came out.
Holding. Offense number 14. 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
All right, they both saw the same thing. Second flag came out just a little bit later, but many times, as we all know, they're trying to grab that flag and they can't get a hold of it to get it out. But finally they do, and there's a hold. And this is not where Seattle wants to be now, marking this thing back like this.
Second down, and what they'll mark as 19 from Seattle's 15-yard
Dallas has elected to decline that previous penalty, which will bring up third down.
Just kidding.
Interesting.
Not the case anymore.
Okay, so instead of 2nd and 19, they want a 3rd and 9. Is that right?
It should be a 3rd and 9.
Going to be 3rd and 7.
But he gained 2 yards on the play, so yeah, it would be a 3rd down and 7 instead. So that's the situation. 3rd and 7. Seattle needs to get to the 35-yard line. DJ Dallas is the tailback to the left of Geno Smith in the shotgun, going from right to left. Flag flies. Geno Smith connects with Tyler Lockett on the left sideline.
Dante Fowler jumped early. I'm not so sure I would have accepted that penalty. Cowboys decided not to accept it, brought up a 3rd and 7 instead of the 2nd and 19.
Offside. Defense, number 56. That penalty's declined. Result of the play is a first down.
Now, I'm sure, they have a whole bunch of analytics people now, as we know, so I'm sure analytics said take the penalty, decline the penalty, put them in 3rd and 7, but I like the idea of putting them in 2nd and 19 and making them make 12 yards to get to that 3rd and 7.
Yeah, Mike McCarthy, of course, has relied on those analytics throughout the year, but this one does come back to bite him after a 13-yard completion.
My analytics
to Tyler Lockett.
They're all in my brain. They're all in my brain.
Same here, babe. Same here. Two receivers right, to the left. They give it to Zach Charbonnet behind the line of scrimmage. He plunges right-hand side to the right hash mark. Micah Parsons was there for the run stuff. Gain of 2 on first down.
Charbonnet again starting because Kenneth Walker, their starting running back, is out. He's had an oblique injury. Missed the San Francisco game on Thursday night, Thanksgiving night, and out in this one. So it's going to be Zach Charbonnet for the most of it. And they really haven't played a lot of guys behind those two.
Metcalf and Smith and Jigba to the left. Now they put Smith and Jigba in motion. Smith under center. Play action to Charbonnet, looking for DK Metcalf near sideline, and that one was dropped in a bucket. He was covered by DaRon Bland, but Metcalf reaches over his left shoulder, drags both feet, and he's inside the 25-yard line for a 34-yard completion.
And apparently, Kyle, Seattle did not read anything about just how good DaRon Bland has been, because they're coming after him in this game. DK Metcalf once on him for the 73-yard touchdown, now for the big play here.
1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Nowhere to go for Charbonnet. Both Donovan Wilson and Micah Parsons plunge inside. And there's an injured Seahawk at about the 20-yard line.
Looks
slow
like
to get up.
Right guard, their rookie Anthony Bradford, who was only playing because their starting right guard, Phil Haynes, is out with a toe injury.
So he was able to get up. He's walking to the sideline. They'll check in former Dallas Cowboy Jason Peters.
Let's see if they push him out to tackle, or if he's going to go to guard. He has played tackle.
He played a little guard last year, too.
Well, started the last 2 games for Seattle at right tackle because their starting right tackle has been out.
He is in at right guard, and Lucas is the right tackle. 2nd down and 11 after a loss of 1, thanks to the tackle for loss from Micah Parsons and Donovan Wilson. 2 receivers and a tight end left. They give it underneath now to Charbonnet. Charbonnet straight ahead, picks up about 6 yards. He's up to the 19-yard line. And they'll mark it as 3rd down and 6 from the 19.
Big 3rd down play here. Now, this is a situation you never want to take a sack, but where Geno Smith can take a sack, and still they bring the field goal team out there. So he's going to take a good long look at this one.
Seattle 2 of 2. They have a touchdown already on 3rd down tonight. 3-step drop, pressure from the interior. Geno Smith tried to get away. Parsons was there with the pressure, but he got the ball off just in time. They said he was moving forward, so it's an incomplete pass, and it is 4th down, but Parsons with a swim move to the inside, and he tripped up Geno Smith. No way to recover.
Yeah. Geno Smith just tried to fire it out to the right side, got it out in enough time that it would not be called intentional grounding. He did have a receiver, DJ Dallas, as running back in the area, but Geno Smith clearly just trying to get rid of that thing before he hit the ground.
So this will be from the right hash mark. The aforementioned Jason Myers for a 37-yard field goal to tie the game. And there's a penalty marker, a delay of game. The play clock runs all the way down to
delay
0.
Game. Offense, 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
That is not a good penalty to take. I mean, there was not a situation where you're deciding, should we go for it, should we not? You get people in late. I mean, the minute that ball hit the ground, the field goal team had to be running onto the field.
Frustrating penalty for Pete Carroll and company.
Well, these are the 2 most penalized teams in the NFL tonight.
That's true.
Dallas and Seattle.
We've seen a little bit of that tonight. From 42 yards out off the right hash mark, and it hooks to the right. Much to the pleasure of the crowd at AT&T Stadium, and Dallas will hold on to a 10-7 lead with a defensive stop, thanks to the pressure from Micah Parsons and the missed field goal from Jason Myers. Dallas Cowboys football will continue in a moment.
Ho, ho, ho. Visiting from the North Pole, Santa has touched down at his Dallas Cowboys cottage at the Star in Frisco. Get a frame-worthy family holiday photo with Santa at the Star, presented by Monument Realty. Santa Claus will be available for photos and Christmas gift requests at his Cowboys-themed cottage in the Star District all the way up through Christmas Eve. Photo packages include a print and an exclusive Cowboys gift for each child. Book your visit now at thestardistrict.com/Santa.
The Dallas Cowboys and Ford F-Series trucks never back down from a challenge. With their strength and ability to make plays on the fly, they're some of the toughest opponents around. That's just part of what makes F-Series the best-selling trucks in America for 46 years straight. Visit your Best in Texas Ford dealer today or shop at texasford.com to get a great deal on a new Ford F-Series. Ford, the official truck of the Dallas Cowboys. Based on 1977 to 2022 CY total sales.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon you wish would never end.
The homemade taste of Bluebell and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
So, my buds and I are at Buffalo Wild Wings for game day Sunday, and there is football everywhere, except when I blink. I once missed a game-winning TD because of a blink. Been wanting to turn the inside of my eyelids into a B-dubs ever since. You know, wall-to-wall TVs, hot wings, bartender serving me beers, all in my own eyelids. But insurance won't cover it, so I gotta come up with the cash. Well, at least there's still the real Buffalo Wild Wings. Let's go Sports Bar!
Please drink responsibly.
G-Bag Nation, weekdays from 2 to 7 on The Fan.
So Seattle marches it down the field only to watch Jason Myers miss a 42-yard field goal. They had a delay of game. They were lined up from the 37. They took the delay of game, backed him up 5, and he pushes it wide right. 10-7 Cowboys.
58 seconds left in the first quarter. Dallas takes over at the 32. First play is a quick throw and catch to Luke Schoonmaker over the middle. Gain of 12 on first down, and Dallas works it up to the 44-yard line. Dak Prescott currently playing a lot of his snaps under center. 35% of the time this year. Dallas 7th in the NFL in terms of being under center, but seems like that percentage is much higher tonight. 3 receivers right, Turpin, Cooks, and Lamb on the outside with Pollard in the backfield. Tight end to the left is Jake Ferguson with Dak in the shotgun. 1st and 10 from the 44. Underneath the Turbin, and he dropped it. Had an opportunity to turn upfield, but there were 6 Seahawk defenders waiting to make a tackle. Seattle probably looked right through that one.
And after Turpin drops it, Dak Prescott just takes his left leg and kind of kicks it up like a rocket, about like hip high. Said, whoop, we missed that one.
A lot of times you want to find Turpin in space. That's why he's so good as a returner. Looked to chalk it up that time, but Turpin could not hold on. He's out of the game here. Michael Gallup inserted. 2nd and 10. Play action to Pollard. Lamb outside. It's complete to the 49-yard line, and Woolen slings him out of bounds. Maybe a bit late, says the AT&T Stadium crowd, but the officials say no thanks.
And right in front of the Cowboys bench, so the Cowboys were hoping for a call, but I think it was a good no call.
The clock continues to run, by the way, as the first quarter comes to an end. It's the Dallas Cowboys leading the Seattle Seahawks in the 20th all-time meeting between these two NFC foes. And we are continuing on from AT&T Stadium. Dallas Cowboys football will continue in a moment.
Tom Thumb's new Drive Up and Go service makes grocery shopping easy and convenient for anyone.
25 pounds of ground chuck, 15 bags of hamburger buns, 28 bags of Tostitos, 10 packs of Pepsi, and some barbecue tongs.
You pick the time, you drive up, and go.
With Tom Thumb's Drive Up and Go, anyone has time in their schedule to go grocery shopping. Just a few clicks away, and you can feed your team.
Everyone can be a grocery pro bowler with Tom Thumb's Drive Up and Go. Download the app or try an online order to get started today.
The Dallas Cowboys and Ford F-Series trucks never back down from a challenge. With their strength and ability to make plays on the fly, they're some of the toughest opponents around. That's just part of what makes F-Series the best-selling trucks in America for 46 years straight. Visit your Best in Texas Ford dealer today or shop at texasford.com to get a great deal on a new Ford F-Series. Ford, the official truck of the Dallas Cowboys. Based on 1977 to 2022 CY total sales.
Football fans, do you ever have trouble hearing the game or just hearing in general? Hearing aid company Signia is partnering with the Dallas Cowboys to help raise hearing health awareness so everyone can hear the best for the game. Whether you are watching from home or in the stands, hear conversations easier with Signia's latest innovation, integrated experience with real-time conversation enhancement. Learn more and have a chance to win 2 Dallas Cowboys game tickets with winwithsignia.com/thefan. That's winwithsignia, SIGNIA.com/thefan.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
The KNC Masterpiece, 10 to 2 on 105.3 The Fan.
The buttery, flaky Whataburger jalapeno cheddar biscuit that you know and love is back. If you didn't know it, well, it's here. For a limited time only at participating locations, served 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. Back at AT&T Stadium, Christy Scales on the sideline. Cal Yeomans filling in for Brad Sham. Babe Laufenberg filling in for Babe Laufenberg. Second half about ready to get underway. Cowboys leading at 10-7. And Cal, both drives of Seattle, they have marched it down. One led to a touchdown. They went 75 yards with that. The other led to a missed field goal. But that drive went 57 yards. So they're over 100 yards in this first quarter.
Yeah, they've outgained Dallas significantly, 137 to 109, at least through one quarter of play. But Dallas with the football now. 3rd down and 4 from right at midfield as they flip fields. Dallas now going from right to left. They give it to Tony Pollard. No, it's a read option. Dak Prescott keeps it. He dives for the marker. He's about a half a yard short. Needed the 46-yard line. He got the 46.5 paid.
Cowboys are going on the ball, not letting Seattle substitute. But Seattle is trying to substitute. Less than a yard.
Prescott under center. Tony Pollard straight back. Dak makes a check with me at the line of scrimmage. He has a tight end to his right.
So far, just trying to draw him offside. Again, it's 4th and about 18 inches.
And they do snap it. Tony Pollard will get the handoff, and he'll turn the corner. He's got a first down up to the 38-yard line, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. How about the guts there? It looked like you said, the whole time it was a smoke screen to say, hey, we're going to try and draw you offside, Seattle. Then they snap the football, give it to Tony Pollard, and it's easy with the nice block from Michael Gallup to the left-hand side. He's got a first down.
Well, and you see this a lot now. They sit there and they try about 3 different snap counts, try to draw you offside. If that doesn't work, then they'll run the play.
Heavy package remains in for Dallas. It's Pollard again. Trying to pass protect for Dak. He gets swarmed, but he pitches it out to Pollard. Pollard shakes 3 different Seattle defenders, and he has a first down inside the 25-yard line. Seattle was rolling left. Tony Pollard said, you can continue that direction, and he breaks for a first.
It's Jamal Adams coming on the blitz on the right side. Tony Pollard just takes his legs out. The problem with that is you flip him over, but then they get right back up, and that's exactly what happened. And Jamal Adams right in Dak Prescott's face, and Tony Pollard said, hey, give it to me. I'll take care of the rest. And he did.
First and 10 from the 24. 4 wideouts, no running back, empty backfield so far for Dak. Devontae Turpin in motion. Dak looks that direction, has to maneuver again. Finds Turpin, who gets flattened at the 29-yard line. Devin Witherspoon lays down the head, and luckily for Dallas, Devontae Turpin dropped the pass. It would have been a loss of about 5.
Yeah, I don't think Turpin was thinking about dropping it. I think he just flat out dropped it, and Witherspoon was closing in on him. But yeah, that's gonna be a loss of about 5 yards, like you said. So I don't want to say a smart play, but I'll say smart play by Devontae Turpin.
Sets up 2nd and 10. Pressure has been there from the Seattle defense. And Seattle wants to call a timeout here prior to 2nd and 10.
Seattle takes its first timeout. This will be a 30-second timeout.
With the timeout, it gives us a chance to pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network.
Your turn it on, leave it on. Home of America's team is 105.3 The Fan.
Go low, baby.
KRLD FM and HD1, Dallas Fort Worth.
Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Like we talked about, Babe, with 12:54 left here in the second quarter, Dallas has had opportunities where they have blocked well for Dak Prescott. But then there have been other times where he has been in certain duress, and Seattle's gotten the chance to break free on a number of occasions. They'll try and do so again here on 2nd and 10 from the 24. Dowdle, the tailback to the right of Prescott in the shotgun. Draw to Dowdle. Makes a couple men miss. Breaks a tackle at the 20. Quick burst of speed up to the 16-yard line, and he's taken down by Julian Love, the talented safety from Utah.
And we heard Mike McCarthy talk about Rico Dowdle's running style, and he said Dowdle runs angry. And that was an angry run right there. There really wasn't a lot there.
It was slow developing, too.
He made himself another 3-4 yards just by putting his head and shoulder down, and boom.
Tony Pollard back in the game at tailback. Stacked receivers with CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks on the left side. Prescott pressured, but he finds Lamb over the middle at the 5. Lamb leaping at the 3. He gets twirled around like a helicopter by a couple of Seattle defenders, but there is a penalty marker at the 11-yard line. I think this one might be coming back.
So what it appears, we have a little mini conference going on between 3 officials there. Did CeeDee Lamb get the separation by pushing off there with OPI? But they're having a long conversation.
There is no foul for offensive pass interference on the play. This play stands as the first down.
That's why they were having that conference. I think they're all trying to figure out, okay, just what happened. Now, Clete Blakeman is the referee, and he's down there. Obviously, he's operates the mechanics of the game. He didn't see that
Number
play.
71 reports eligible. 71's eligible.
He's back there watching the quarterback, so he's coming down asking the 2 officials downfield, what do you got? And they decided to pick up the flag.
It turns into a gain of 14. CD was wide open, but that wide open hole closed very quick. There were 3 different Seattle defenders making contact with CD from 3 different angles, but it sets up another opportunity for Dallas inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal from the 2. Jumbo set. Play action. Bootleg right for Dak. Looking for anybody, and he has to throw it out of the back of the end zone. There is a penalty marker flying in from the line judge on the near side.
Yeah, we're going to get an illegal man downfield. Remember, Cowboys had the ball 1st and goal at the 2. Had to settle for a field goal on the first drive. First drive, I'm sorry. And they're going to push this thing back 10 yards now with the illegal man downfield.
Ineligible man downfield, offense number 73. It's a 5-yard penalty, replay first down.
5 yards, okay. And so still, you went from the 2 to the 7 now.
They did report eligible Chuma Edoga, so it's not another situation like that where he wasn't reported eligible or nobody heard it or whatever it ended up being. That was just Tyler Smith scurrying downfield a little bit too far.
And this was going to be a run. That's what happened. Yeah. Dak is going to run it. He's going to keep it, and when he sees he's got nothing there, he tosses it, basically through the back of the end zone, but his linemen don't know that.
Pollard goes in motion, trips receivers to the left. Dak looks that direction, switches field, throws right, back of the end zone, looking for Lamb, who falls down and could not find the football. The throw was back behind him. He was covered up by Trey Brown throughout.
Good protection there by the Cowboys offensive line. Again, Seattle rushes with 4. They're not a big blitz team, but they come with 4. Dak has a lot of time. You just can't find anyone. And I will say that space gets very tight when you get down inside the 10-yard line. There are not a lot of throwing lanes, and he couldn't find one there.
10-7 Dallas, 11:40 left to play in the second. 2nd and goal from the 7. Throw over the middle. It's Brandon Cooks. He was wide open. Beat Bobby Wagner to the spot, and Dak Prescott found him at the goal line for 6.
Boy, that last play was just a little too easy for the Cowboys. Seattle just messes up the coverage. Couldn't tell you exactly what happened. At the end of it, Bobby Wagner turns, kind of palms up, saying, hey, I don't know who was supposed to be there, but clearly that defense was not designed to let Brandon Cooks get wide open. Brandon Cooks' 5th touchdown all coming in the last 7 games now.
Dak Prescott with his 6th straight game with at least 2 passing touchdowns. Ties the longest career streak for QB1. Dallas with the PAT from Brandon Aubrey takes a 10-point lead, 17-7 over the Seattle Seahawks. We have 11:37 left to play in the second quarter. Dallas Cowboys football will be back in a second.
If you're just tuning in, this is Fan 23, Fansville's #1 sports radio station.
Brought to you by Tasty Dr. Pepper.
We are settling the great debate, best third quarter snack, hot dogs or nachos?
You know my mantra, Doug.
Yes.
Meaty early, cheesy late.
Well, it looks like we have a caller here to weigh in. Is this Chuck?
Popcorn in the third is the move.
What?
You go with passive snacking after halftime.
No, it's nachos.
Look, as long as there's an ice cold Dr. Pepper there to wash it down, I'm good with either. Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Because no 2 people sleep the same. Only the Sleep Number smart bed lets you each choose your individual firmness and comfort, your Sleep Number setting. The Climate 360 smart bed is so smart, it actively cools or warms up to 13 degrees on either side for your ideal sleep temperature. And now save 40% on the Sleep Number Special Edition Smart Bed for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number, the official sleep and wellness partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
The big game is here. It's the new Cowboys scratch ticket from the Texas Lottery. Play today for your chance to win up to $100,000 instantly. Or enter for a chance to win Dallas Cowboys VIP experiences like Draft Day War Room packages, season tickets, and much more. Make every day game day with the new Cowboys scratch ticket. Dallas Cowboys Football Club Limited. Visit TexasLottery.com for odds. Must be 18 or older to participate. Play responsibly.
Fly to Philly, take off to Tampa, depart for Denver. Following your team on the road is more rewarding with the American Airlines Advantage program. Your flights and everyday spend not only earn you miles towards your next trip, but also loyalty points toward Advantage status. All the more reason to purchase both a home and away jersey. With status comes great benefits like priority boarding, free check bags, and complimentary upgrades. Not a member? Enroll for free today at AA.com. American Airlines, you are why we fly. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey football fans, Buffalo Wild Wings is your football headquarters with wall-to-wall TVs, fresh wings, award-winning sauces, including the return of hot barbecue, and great happy hour offerings. If it's game day, Buffalo Wild Wings is the place to be. Dak Prescott to Brandon Cooks for 7 yards and the touchdown gives the Cowboys a 17-7 lead over the Seattle Seahawks. We've got 11:37 remaining in the second quarter.
Dak now 12 of 18 for 148 yards and a couple touchdowns. One to C.D. Lamb in the first quarter, one now to Brandon Cooks. Here in quarter number 2, Brandon Aubrey puts a leg into this one. No chance for DJ Dallas to return, and Seattle will again start at the 25-yard line alongside Babe Laufenberg with Christy Scales down on the sideline. I'm Kyle Yeomans filling in for Brad Sham today. And again, I want to pass along my well wishes to Brad Sham, and hopefully he feels better, and he'll be right back in the booth after a long week next week and next time around, and that'll be a fun one as well as Philadelphia comes to town. This is game 1 of 5 straight where the Cowboys are playing a team that is currently holding a record of 500 or better, and they have been challenged in a number of ways against Seattle, but they lead this one right now 17-7 early in the second quarter. Geno Smith goes under center. Now he looks right. Gives a completion to Noah Fant. He is escorted to the ground by DeRon Bland. Let's check in on the sideline with Christy Scales.
Yeah, a change in the Seahawks offensive line. Anthony Bradford, the rookie right guard who was injured the previous series, has returned to the game. But Jason Peters does remain in. He has moved to right tackle in for Abe Lucas.
That's funny. Thank you, Christy. Abraham Lucas, he's been out since week 1, just got activated tonight, and obviously it may have been a game too early.
Noah Fant goes in motion from left to right, heavy package in with 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, and Zach Charbonnet is the give. He goes straight forward again, working down that left hash mark up to the 40-yard line, gain of 5 on first down.
You know, it's interesting, too, DeRon Bland going through the maturation process of any young corner. Obviously, he has been great with the 5 touchdown interceptions, but they've come after him twice. DK Metcalf for a 73-yard touchdown, then the big fade pattern up the left sideline, got over the top of him there. You got to keep that confidence. You know, they say corners need a short memory. We'll see what Duran Bland does the rest of this game.
2 running backs to the right of Geno Smith, but instead he throws a slant left-hand side to DK Metcalf. Metcalf bobbles and drops it. Right over the top of Metcalf was both Jaron Kearse and Duran Bland. That was an interesting formation where Geno Smith was in the shotgun, Charbonnet to his right, and then to the right of Charbonnet was DJ Dallas.
Doing it for protection, and it's just a flat drop by DK Metcalf on the slant. He's going to pick up a first down. Here comes 3rd and 5.
Seattle 2 of 3 now on 3rd down. The only time they did not convert, it was a near sack from Micah Parsons that forced a field goal. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Smith with time to throw, throws it underneath. That one complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. He breaks a tackle from Duran Bland. He works up to midfield, up to the 49-yard line, and he's out of bounds on the Dallas sideline with a first down to gain.
Really nice move by Smith and Jigba there. He runs a little pivot route. He puts his foot in the ground, plants, goes back up inside as he lets Duran Bland pass him over there to the outside and gets the first down. And you go back to that preseason game when Dallas played Seattle, he broke his wrist in that game. So a little bit of a slow start, but he has been playing well of late.
First round pick this past April. First down and 10. Geno Smith steps up, lofts it up. He's looking for Tyler Lockett underneath. And there's contact from Rashad Evans, who's back in coverage. He was the one covering Tyler Lockett. I'm sure that's what Geno Smith saw. There's a penalty marker because of it.
Yeah, that's easy to call there.
Pass interference, defense number 32. Ball he placed at the spot of the foul. First down, Seattle.
And that is by far the most costly penalty for the Dallas Cowboys defense today. 40 yards worth of penalty yardage.
And that's just that Tampa 2 coverage, 2 deep safeties, and now they run it so that linebacker has to run with whoever's hit in the middle of the field. Kind of explained this a couple times to some people. And you've got a linebacker running 45 yards downfield with a wide receiver, and that just didn't work right there.
Yeah, that's never going to work. Rashaan Evans, of course, signed mid-season as a free agent for the Cowboys. Sets up 1st and goal. This one lofted back of the end zone, again looking for Jackson Smith and Jigba. This time he was covered by Jordan Lewis. Lewis does a nice job of using the back of the end zone as a 3rd defender. Geno Smith can't place it on the money, and it's 2nd down.
And Jackson Smith and Jigba, of course, played his high school football at Rockwell High School, right here outside Dallas. And that started a run on receivers when Seattle took him, because they took him, and then next was Quentin Johnston. Then Baltimore took Zay Flowers, and Minnesota took Jordan Addison.
Charbonnet on the handoff, and he goes backwards. Osa Odighizuwa breaks through the middle of the line of scrimmage and takes Charbonnet for a ride. A 4-yard loss from big Osa Odighizuwa.
Well, it brings up a 3rd and 14. Now Seattle just wants to make sure that they end up on this drive with a field goal. Somehow they got to get a field goal out of it. They missed their last one from 42. But he's got to be real careful with the football here.
Smith and Jigba right with Tyler Lockett. To the left is DK Metcalf. Noah Fant in the backfield as well with Geno Smith. Smith winds up, throws, finding Jackson Smith and Jigba. Wanted a flag, and he got it. Looked like there was some contact from Stephon Gilmore. He's puzzled, looks around, and can't believe it. Malik Hooker was also over the top in double coverage, but now we have a conference about this one as well.
Let's see if they want to pick this one up. Jackson Smith.
Pass interference, defense number 28. The foul occurred in the end zone. The ball he placed at the 1-yard line. First down, Seattle.
They announced it as Malik Hooker, but I believe the contact was made.
Player's number 21.
Yeah.
By Stephon Gilmore. Yep. There you go. Not to the pleasure of AT&T Stadium crowd, because they showed the replay on the big board. They did not like it, but it sets up 1st and goal from inside the 1. Geno Smith under center. They go I formation. Handoff to Zach Charbonnet, and he powers his way through. Seattle back in the end zone, and they answer in a big way thanks to a couple massive penalty calls against the Dallas defense.
Well, this has been an offensive game, has it not?
No doubt.
I mean, Cowboys have scored on every drive they've had the ball.
8:54 on the game clock, 8:54.
Their 3 drives, and Seattle has scored twice and then missed a field goal on the other drive. Bill Parcells told me nobody plays defense anymore.
Dallas,
and he's right about this game so far.
Yeah, right. Dallas with 164 total yards. Seattle with 159. Very even between the two. The PAT is up and good from Jason Myers. That makes our score Dallas 17, Seattle 14 with 8:54 to play in the second. We're just getting started in an offensive battle between the Cowboys and the Seahawks. Dallas Cowboys football will continue in a moment.
Hi, Drew Pearson, former Dallas Cowboy and now Pro Football Hall of Famer here. If you're struggling with your vision and tired of those contacts and glasses, don't throw a Hail Mary. Go where I went. Laser Care Eye Center, the official LASIK partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Drew, thank you so much for trusting us with your vision correction procedure. At Laser Care Eye Center, we offer 6 different vision correction procedures to help patients see.
Check them out at dfweyes.com. Tell them Drew sent you. Hood hood.
RJ Choppy here, Fucker Friends at #1 Air, proud part of the Dallas Cowboys. Do not miss the Super Summer Savings Special. Up to $3,000 off a new heated and AC system. Payments as low as $79 a month. They never charge overtime, not on weekends, not on holidays, not for after hours. Up to $3,000 off a new heated and AC system. Payments as low as $79 a month. 1-800-NEW-COOL. 1-800-NEW-COOL or #1air.com.
Some restrictions apply.
The Dallas Cowboys and Ford F-Series trucks never back down from a challenge. With their strength and ability to make plays on the fly, they're some of the toughest opponents around. That's just part of what makes F-Series the best-selling trucks in America for 46 years straight. Visit your Best in Texas Ford dealer today or shop at texasford.com to get a great deal on a new Ford F-Series. Ford, the official truck of the Dallas Cowboys. Based on 1977 to 2022 CY total sales.
They say champions are remembered, but legends are never forgotten. United Ag & Turf offers a winning lineup of John Deere equipment built to tackle any challenge on and off the field. Legendary John Deere tractors, combines, residential mowers, commercial mowers, compact construction equipment, Gator utility vehicles, and a full line of golf and sports turf equipment. United Ag & Turf, the official Ag & Turf equipment supplier of the Dallas Cowboys. Visit UnitedAgAndTurf.com to find a location near you.
This is your radio home of the Dallas Cowboys, 105.3 The Fan.
Zach Charbonnet takes it in from a yard out for the touchdown. Seahawks go on a 7-play, 75-yard drive there, but 53 of those yards came via penalty. 2 big pass interference calls against the Cowboys. One on Deron Bland, one on Stephon Gilmore that Mike McCarthy had a little question about. So 8:54 remaining here. Cowboys leading it 17-14.
I think Mike McCarthy might have been joined by 90,000 of his closest friends here at AT&T Stadium when they showed it a couple moments ago. Even Primetime and Shedeur Sanders in attendance for this one, both taking this one in the suite. This one dribbles down the left sideline off of the foot of Jason Myers, but it does reach inside the pylon, nearly went out of play. There's no chance for Kevontae Turpin, who leaves the field with a smile to pick that one up because it was an oddity off of the leg.
And you know why those 90,000 people are here?
Why is that?
It's Christy Scales' birthday, and they all came to celebrate with Christy.
That's
Christy,
what I
happy
was
birthday.
told. That's why we're
So
here.
nice. Yes.
Happy birthday, Christy.
Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, babe.
Are you going to pick up the beer tab, Christy?
George with Legends is picking that up.
Thank goodness. Pollard on the carry gets us started as 1st and 10 from the Dallas 25-yard line following the touchback. 2-yard gain on 1st down. Pollard so far today, 6 carries, 16 yards. And, of course, no touchdowns just yet. That's 2.7 yards per carry. Hasn't been super effective for TP so far. There have been some holes at times. 2-by-2 set. Pollard to the right of Prescott in the shotgun. Play action to Pollard. There's Jake Ferguson on a slant. Now he hurdles a defender at the 30-yard line. He went over the top of Quandre Diggs, and he got near the marker. They'll mark him about a yard shy. But that's the second time we've seen Jake Ferguson go airborne.
Ferguson gets up jawing. You know, I really don't like the hurdle. You hyperextend your knee. The ball gets extended. It looks great. You make highlights, but if I were coaching, I would tell my guys, keep your feet on the ground.
Took a hit from Frank Clark Sr. as well over the top. As soon as he hurdled Diggs. It didn't take very long for Clark to finish things off. 3rd down and 1 for Dallas. Give it off to Tony Pollard, and Pollard muscles his way forward for a first down.
And I talk about that hurdle again. The ball gets away from your body. You see a lot of fumbles when guys go up hurdling. The ball is never into your body, right? With the 5 points of pressure. When you hurdle, that ball is always extended. If somebody else is there, ball gets knocked out.
Dallas now 5 of 7 on 3rd down. It's been somewhere that Dak has certainly been super efficient this season, but Dallas as a whole continues to get better at it. This is a tight end screen as they find Jake Ferguson again, and he scampers forward to the 49-yard line, taken down by Jamal Adams, but it's again a 12-yard gain and enough to move the chains. Jake Ferguson continues to rise in this offense as a reliable target for Dak.
And they're hitting him with a little bit of everything. Coming into this game, Jake Ferguson was the 2nd leading receiver in terms of receptions for the Cowboys, behind C.D. Lamb.
Rico Dowdle in now for Tony Pollard. He works to the outside. C.D. Lamb in the slot. Low snap. Prescott, 2-step drop. He throws an absolute dart over the middle to C.D. Lamb. He's taken down by Devin Bush after a quick game, but that ball had to be on the money. Good coverage from Bush. He was almost hugging C.D. Lamb, but he still reeled it in.
Cowboys are throwing a lot at Seattle here to contend with formations, personnel groupings. They've really had Seattle on their heels.
2nd down and 2 from the 43-yard line of Seattle. Back into enemy territory with that last completion. 3 receivers right. Kevontae Turpin goes in motion. They fake it that direction. They give to Dowdle. Dowdle stopped by Bobby Wagner after a small gain. It's not enough for the first, but it will set up 3rd and inches.
This is where you cut out the middleman, right? Mike McCarthy is the head coach. Mike McCarthy is the play caller. So you don't have to say as a play caller to the head coach, Coach, we got 2 plays here. Mike McCarthy just can have that discussion with himself.
Maybe that's part of why they've been so efficient on 3rd down tonight. Looking to make it 6 of 8. I formation. Prescott, QB sneaks it for enough. He got the first down up to the 40-yard line, and Dallas will start again.
Now, we got 5 minutes left here in the 2nd quarter, and the punters might as well just go up and get in the suite, have a beer, some popcorn. We haven't had a single punt.
Not one. Brian Angers chilling.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we're about to have one anytime soon here either on this drive.
Michael Dixon hasn't really taken even the ball cap off yet. Easy money. Under 5 minutes and counting. Dallas leading 17-14 over Seattle here in Arlington. Tony Pollard reinserted into the ball game. Chest high snap. Screen to Lamb left side. He broke 1 tackle. No, he didn't. He twirled to the ground. He gets to the 33-yard line. Gain of 7 for Dallas. These chunk plays on 1st down are uber efficient for trying to move the chains in those laid down scenarios.
And it's just an extension of the running game right there. A little play action to Pollard. Slip screen out there to C.D. Lamb on the left side. He and Jamal Adams have a little John at the end of this thing.
C.D. Lamb now with his 7th reception on 9 targets. He has 82 yards and a touchdown. 2nd and 3 from the 33. 3 receivers left. Handoff to Pollard. Pollard maneuvers for a first down. Needed the 30, got the 29.
Well, I thought for a minute there Pollard was going to pop that. There was a hole. And if he breaks that last tackle by Jamal Adams, he's got a lot of running room. Jamal Adams might as well just be another linebacker. I mean, he's built like a linebacker. They play him like a linebacker. His official designation, of course, is safety.
And Pollard is given this one nowhere to go. Crashing in was Deron Reed, the nose tackle. 6'3", 306 out of Alabama, and the veteran works his way into the backfield. Pollard loses 3.
I like Deron Reed coming from Alabama. They said, what's the difference between Pete Carroll and Nick Saban? He said, we never had music at the practice field with Saban. And I doubt they ever will down there. But he said, oh, Pete, we get music.
And I doubt they'll never not have music with Pete Carroll at the helm either. Complete opposites. Both very successful in their own right. Rico Dowdle to the right of Dak Prescott. They put Ferguson in motion. Play action to Dowdle. Dump underneath to Dowdle. See, leaked out into the 2nd level. Tries to break out of 1 tackle. He can't get away from Love. He's taken down at the 26-yard line. That's where his forward progress took him. And it makes it 3rd and 7 as they need to get to the 19.
You talk about the success of Pete Carroll, one of 3 coaches as head coaches to win a college national championship and a Super Bowl. And the other 2 coached for the Dallas Cowboys, Barry Switzer and Jimmy Johnson.
That's awesome. 2 receivers stacked to the right. It's CeeDee Lamb and Cooks. Now they put Lamb in motion from right to left. He joins the side with Jalen Tolbert. 4-step drop. Prescott found Cooks for a first down. Spins out of a tackle at the 10. And he's taken down. 3rd down has been phenomenal for the Dallas Cowboys tonight. Now 7 of 9. And the 2-minute warning is here. 17-14, Dallas leading our WinStar World Casino and Resort. 2-minute warning as the Cowboys are driving here at AT&T Stadium. You're listening to Cowboys football.
Ho, ho, ho. Visiting from the North Pole, Santa has touched down at his Dallas Cowboys cottage at the Star in Frisco. Get a frame-worthy family holiday photo with Santa at the Star, presented by Monument Realty. Santa Claus will be available for photos and Christmas gift requests at his Cowboys-themed cottage in the Star District all the way up through Christmas Eve. Photo packages include a print and an exclusive Cowboys gift for each child. Book your visit now at thestardistrict.com/Santa.
You know that sound anywhere. It's the crisp crunch of that first nacho chip. With its perfect cheese to sour cream ratio sitting atop a layer of delicious beans, it's a sip away from perfection. That's what we're looking for. Add a delicious, refreshing Pepsi and we've achieved absolute nacho nirvana. Because while you can pile those nachos high with every spicy, cheesy, savory topping, there's no topping a cool Pepsi finish. Nachos, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Hey Cowboys fans, this holiday season, it's the more gifting, the merrier at Kendra Scott. From new holiday arrivals and bestsellers to custom color bar pieces in blue and silver. Visit any of the Dallas-Fort Worth Kendra Scott stores or KendraScott.com to find the perfect gifts for everyone on your list. Plus, stop by the Kendra Scott Plano store to shop exclusive limited edition styles to keep the Cowboys fans in your life shining all season long. Let's go, boys!
Through life's ups and downs and for all the journeys ahead, you know what to bring. The card you can count on. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas, through it all.
Todd thought it would be secure to jog in the cheetah savanna. Todd believed the big cat repellent he bought online was reliable. And now, Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is, Todd has AT&T 5G that is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is stop running and toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure. It's not complicated.
5G requires compatible plan and device. 5G may not be available in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
We are back at AT&T Stadium, and we are at the 2-minute warning in the first half. Christy Scales on the sideline, Kyle Yeomans, Babe Laufenberg in the booth. Cowboys leading at 17-14, and Kyle, we haven't had a punt in this game, and the Cowboys have gone on drives of 63, 75, 68, and this one is 65 and still counting with the ball sitting at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, up to 230 yards now total offense. 206 of those have come in the passing game with Dak Prescott, who's 18 of 24. They need 10 more here. It's first and goal from the 10 for the Cowboys. 2-by-2 set. Put CeeDee Lamb in motion. They fake it to Tony Pollard, a keeper for Dak Prescott, and he scurries forward for 4. He's upended by Reek Woolen after that modest gain, and now 2nd and goal after a timeout from the Seattle Seahawks.
Seattle trying to make sure that they get this ball back with some time. I don't want to say they're conceding the score, but down in here, goal to go. Cowboys aren't going to make a first down, so they said, well, we'll take our timeouts down here, try to get the ball back with a minute left or something and see what we can do.
They already scored off of the 73-yarder from Geno Smith to DK Metcalf. That took them 1 minute and 42 seconds in the first quarter. That was their first touchdown of the game. Dallas has scored twice in the red zone, once to CeeDee Lamb and once to Brandon Cooks. See where they go this time. Two-step drop for Dak. He swarmed from underneath. He broke out of one potential sack, and now he's upended again. There is a penalty marker in the backfield, but it was the interior pressure that kept Dak Prescott off balance. He was unable to roll out of it, and then he got hit from behind. He looks a little slow to get up.
Offense, number 73, 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
And to add insult to injury, Tyler Smith called for holding.
Well, that's interesting, too, that they would accept that penalty because it's going to take time off the clock because the Cowboys will get an extra play. And Dak was sacked at the end of this thing, so they're probably about the 12-yard line, somewhere in that vicinity.
Looks like the officials are talking to Pete Carroll on the sideline.
Elected to decline that penalty and take the result of the play, which is third down on the 10-yard line.
There we go. Pete is plugged into my earpiece here, so he heard me
Thank
saying,
goodness.
Coach Carroll, you don't want to do that, really?
It keeps Dallas at the 10-yard line, but it sets up third down and goal. They credit the sack to former New York Giant Leonard Williams.
Now Mike McCarthy comes on the field
Dallas
to take
its first time out of the half.
To take a timeout, and Pete Carroll was jumping up and down on his own sideline. I don't know what's going on.
It looked like neither head coach was very happy with that. Mike McCarthy is in the ear of one of our officials on that sideline. Speaking of the sideline, let's check in with Christy.
And the Seahawks defense trying to keep the Cowboys out of the end zone with 1:49 to go. They'll be without Jordan Brooks. He's been taken to the Seattle locker room with an ankle injury. Also, Reed, their defensive lineman, was shaken up that previous play, but with the timeout, he's able to re-enter the game and not have to sit out one play.
All right, thank you, Christy. And again, Pete Carroll was jumping up and down, and I'm not sure what he was trying to get accomplished, but Mike McCarthy then, he didn't like something he saw, and they took a timeout. Cowboys did.
See what Dallas has in store. It's Turpin and Gallup to the left, with Cooks and Lamb to the right. Lamb in the slot. Empty backfield for Dak Prescott. Three-step drop. Steps up into the pocket. Fakes a throw. Trips at the 5, and he falls forward to the 2-yard line. They'll mark him actually at the 3. That's where he began his fall. Timeout Seattle. It's 4th and goal from the 3 now for Dallas. Decision time, or do you take the points?
Well, I had my binoculars trained on Mike McCarthy as soon as this play ended, and he immediately went down looking at his play sheet, which indicates to me they're going to go for it.
The offense has stayed on the field.
Well, and you see that head coach, they turn, tell it, John Fossil, the Cowboys special team coach, kick it, but immediately he went down to his play sheet. Doesn't mean with this timeout that he might rethink it, because this is 4th and 3. It's not sitting at the 1-yard line, but they will keep the offense out there.
Dallas has 2 timeouts remaining. Seattle will not only get possession with 1:40 left here in the second quarter, trailing by 3, should they force a turnover, but they would get it to start the third quarter as well. Tony Pollard in the backfield. Dallas does snap it. They're going for it on 4th down. Prescott rolls right. There's a late flag. Pump fake from Dak, and he falls into the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. Dak Prescott runs it in himself. Should it stand?
Holding. Offense number 78. 10-yard penalty. Replay 4th down.
Yeah, Terrence Steele. And what happens here, and it happens a lot, Terrence Steele has Leonard Williams blocked, and then he doesn't realize that Dak has broken out of the pocket. So you've got your hands on that defender. All of a sudden, when he goes to pull away, the defender to go chase Dak, you're still grabbing him. That's when the flag came out.
It was Leonard Williams again who continues to just put pressure on Dak Prescott. He did it for years with New York. He makes the trip to Seattle. Dallas says, thank goodness he's no longer in the division. Here he is again, forcing pressure and forcing a holding penalty to take away a Dallas touchdown. But it does set up a 31-yard field goal attempt for Brandon Aubrey. Off the left hash mark. It's a good snap, good hold, and he sneaks it inside the right upright. Now 24 straight field goal attempts made by Brandon Aubrey. Let's go down to Christy Scales, as there's a flag on the sideline as well.
Well, what happened is Young, the defensive lineman for the Seahawks, just annihilated Brock Hoffman after that play. So I think this is going to be after, and they'll enforce it on the kick. But it was also a nice bit of an acting job as well.
Brock Hoffman found his way into a couple scuffles during training camp in Oxnard as well. He's not afraid to back down from a fight here and there, so he knows how to play it back and forth. We'll see what the call is here.
The field goal is good. And after the play, we have a personal foul, defense number 93. And that 15-yard penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. Timeout.
So the score does increase for Dallas, 20-14 over Seattle. We've got 90 seconds left to play in quarter number 2 from AT&T Stadium. You're listening to Cowboys football.
Black Rifle Coffee Company serves premium coffee to people who love America. When you drink Black Rifle coffee, you are directly supporting veterans, law enforcement, and first responders in your community. Black Rifle's expert roasters love coffee almost as much as Texas loves football, so it makes sense that America's coffee be partnered with America's team. Go online at blackriflecoffee.com and fuel up with the official coffee of the Dallas Cowboys. That's blackriflecoffee.com to fuel up today.
Ashley is proud to call Dallas home. Just like the Dallas Cowboys unite our city, we believe your personal style brings your home to life. From furniture to decor, Ashley has everything you need in one place, making it easy to achieve your dream home. Explore incredible styles and budget-friendly options, perfect for creating a space you love. Ashley is here for you, serving the Dallas community. Proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Todd thought it would be secure to jog in the cheetah savanna. Todd believed the big cat repellent he bought online was reliable. And now, Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is, Todd has AT&T 5G that is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is stop running and toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure. It's not complicated.
5G requires compatible plan and device. 5G may not be available in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
There is less than 1/100th of an inch of motor oil protecting your car's engine. Friction and heat causes engine oil to experience thermal breakdown, weakening its ability to protect the engine and its parts. Lucas Heavy Duty Oil Stabilizer is specially formulated to resist thermal breakdown, protect vital engine parts, and extends the life of your engine. It also stops smoking, knocking, and internal oil consumption in worn engines. Lucas Oil, the official oil of the Dallas Cowboys.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas, right here at home, driving access toward healthier communities. Through it all.
Trust the team at blockchain.com to make buying, selling, and trading crypto easy. Play smarter, not harder, with blockchain.com. 1:30 remaining here in the first half. Cowboys on that field goal take the 20-14 lead. They'll kick it off here from the 50.
And it was a personal foul following the Brandon Aubrey field goal, and Brandon Aubrey can kick another field goal. That's right between the uprights.
And it's in one of the field-level luxury suites. The ball,
cleared
what a
the
souvenir.
net.
What a souvenir.
They had the net up behind the field goal posts for Brandon Aubrey, knowing that kicking it from the 50, that would be a possibility, and it went right over the top of it.
I was a little surprised Cowboys didn't try to just pooch that one up and make Seattle try to return it. Of course, you can fair catch it, but they just decided to knock it out of the end zone, give it to them at the 25. So a $1:30 and Seattle without a timeout.
Lots of sideline work to come here for Seattle. Geno Smith in the shotgun, Charbonnet to his left. Three-step drop and pressure from Parsons. Parsons made contact with Geno Smith. It forced the ball incomplete. The intended target was Zach Charbonnet all the way through, but Parsons was through like a bullet through that offensive line.
That's one way of looking at it. He made contact with him. They try to chip with the tight end coming out, and Jason Peters over there at right tackle just gets beat right now to the inside by Parsons.
Dallas without a sack currently against Geno Smith. Zach Charbonnet gets the carry on 2nd and 10. He works right-hand side, turns up at the numbers, past the 30-yard line. He's taken down at the 33.
Seattle hustling up, getting on the ball. Cowboys will use a timeout if Seattle doesn't make it here on 3rd down.
Dallas has 2 timeouts left. Clock now
Yeah, Seattle, I think,
under a minute.
Kind of milking this clock a little bit, Kyle, so that they don't hurry up and give the Cowboys the ball back with some time.
They'll spread things out a little more here with Tyler Lockett, Smith and Jigba, and Metcalf all to the left side of the line of scrimmage. Geno Smith rolls left, completes it to Smith and Jigba, who catches it at the 37, turns up to the sideline past the 40. He's pushed out of bounds at the 43. It is a first down for Seattle, and the clock stops at 41.
Yeah, now Seattle be in that hurry-up mode. Really, all they need here is about another 15 yards, and they have a legitimate shot at a field goal. Jason Myers, in case you're wondering, his long is 61, so they get the ball down to the 43. That's where that would be.
3 receivers right, including the tight end, Noah Fant. Micah Parsons jumped off sides. This one's thrown into the secondary, but it's incomplete. Fell short of Smith and Jigba, and there's another flag in the secondary. So not only was Parsons off sides, but there's a flag at the second level possibly. Stephon Gilmore now has a conversation with the officials.
And the officials are having this is like a conference that's been going on, like an officiating convention. Now we've got 5 of them. There are only 7 officials on the field, and 5 of them are now huddling up.
There's another one coming in from the 40.
He feels
now
left
to
out.
The 45. He's working that direction.
He's going to go pick up the flag.
And with all 5 officials, none of them.
That's a long discussion they got going on here. Again, it looks like 2 separate infractions. It's going to be 2 separate.
By the way, both teams over 68 yards of penalties here in this first half.
There are 2 fouls against the defense on the play. Illegal contact, number 21. That penalty's declined. Offsides, number 92. It's a 5-yard penalty. Remains first down for Seattle.
Yeah, 92. I'm with you. Micah Parsons.
I thought it was Micah as well.
Maybe it was both of them.
It was both of them. We just got a good look of it on the screen. It was both Micah and Dorrance. So both talented edge rushers from the Cowboys offsides. Geno Smith got him with the hard count. Sets up 1st and 5.
You mentioned those penalties too. This crew, Cleet Blakeman and his crew, they're way down the list in terms of penalties called through the course of this season, but they're calling them tonight.
2 receivers right, 1 tight end, 1 receiver left. They put Charbonnet in motion on the bubble screen out wide, and the throw is to lock it over the middle. It's too far. Chance for a diving Jordan Lewis to possibly reel that in. Would have been a tough catch either way. Clock stops at 31 seconds, and it's 2nd and 5.
On the game clock, 33.
And 33 seconds, they add 2 more.
Well, Jason Peters has his hands full over there at right tackle, as any 41-year-old would. Jason Peters is 41. You see 41-year-old quarterbacks, 41-year-old kickers. You don't see 41-year-old right tackles, but they've got one playing tonight.
Michael was even asked about that earlier in the week, about getting to face Jason Peters again. He said he'd give him a little bit of flack for that one. Man in motion is DJ Dallas. They'll sidearm sling that outside, and it is complete to Dallas. He works up the field, but he's nowhere close to the marker. He got to midfield. He would have needed the 47 to move the chains, and there's a flag on the far side at the 45-yard line.
Offside. Defense number 56. It's a 5-yard penalty. Yards enough for a first down.
Well, Cowboys have had more offsides penalties than any team in the league. 2 teams, by the way, have 0. Cowboys, I think that's now number 15.
Wow.
So quite a discrepancy.
Part of the aggression of playing as one of the top front 7s in football, but that's the 3rd possible one here on this drive. Only 2 of them have counted, though. 1st and 10 now for Seattle. Geno Smith winds up, throws it left, completes it to Lockett on the sideline, dives to the sideline. They'll say the clock continues to run. Wow. Seattle out of timeouts, as the clock will go under 20 prior to this next snap. It's 2nd and 3 from the 40, and they clock it to stop it at 16 seconds, setting up 3rd and 3 for Seattle. And you think here, babe, you got a shot for maybe one play. You got to get the first down, right?
Well, 16 seconds. They're gonna. My guess is they're gonna try to throw a quick out here and get out of bounds because they don't have a timeout.
They do snap it.
There it is.
Throws the quick out.
Yep.
That's complete to Tyler Lockett. Gets both feet down. He's shoved out of bounds by Deron Bland. It's up to the 30-yard line. Clock stops with 13 seconds left.
Yeah,
Only 3 ticked off.
That play took 3 seconds right there. And again, Seattle without a timeout. If they're tackled in the field of play, be it a sack or a run or a catch, whatever it is, they will not get a field goal off. They will not have time to go up and spike it.
Seattle with 13 seconds, no timeouts. Dallas leading 20-14 here in the second quarter. 3 stacked receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Geno Smith, 5-step drop. He's pressured by Tank Lawrence. Lofts it in the end zone to Jackson Smith-Njigba, and he makes the grab on DaRon Bland for the touchdown.
The flag did come out, but I think that's going to be a pass interference, and I think they'll pick that up.
Pass interference, defense number 26. The penalty declined. Result of the play is a touchdown.
During his time at Rockwall High School, Jackson Smith-Njigba once had a 4-touchdown game against Allen here in this building at AT&T Stadium. He has a Cowboys tattoo on his right arm, and he just had a huge 30-yard reception to cap off a 92nd yard drive, or his 92nd drive for the Seattle Seahawks to tie the game at 20. And I believe they're going to take a look at this one.
Mike McCarthy called timeout. He went running on the field.
The previous play is under review.
Okay.
And we'll see.
We get another look at it. Oh, yeah. Ball hit the ground. I think he helped secure the catch with the ground. As we all know, the ball can hit the ground, provided you have control of the football. I don't know if that was the case here.
See, but the number one thing outside of this is even if they do overturn it, they would give the penalty to Dallas or to Seattle.
Right.
They would be at the 1 yard line
with 7 seconds.
With 7 seconds to play. So still a very good chance for Seattle to score here. I agree with you. I think this should be coming back.
Yeah, I think it'll be overturned, but then you've got the pass interference. Ball's going to be at the 1. The crowd just saw it on the big board, and they're helping out Clete Blakeman with the call here.
If there was no penalty flag here, this would be a much bigger call than it really is.
Right. But it's clearly
it does hit the ground
to get control of the football.
Jackson Smith-Njigba.
Well, he's good, isn't he?
No doubt. First round pick, 20th overall in April.
That was DaRon Bland again that they are picking on.
He's had a
they're
rough
picking on him.
first half.
Yeah.
He really has. And at some point, there's a pride factor for opponents seeing the national attention that DaRon Bland has been getting. And, of course, the record breaker last week, and that was certainly a great moment. But teams are still going to challenge DaRon Bland because if you want to be the best, what do you got to do? You got to beat the best. And right now, at least nationwide, a lot of analysts, a lot of football fans believe DaRon Bland could be one of the best in the NFL. The stats show it.
Excuse me, Clete Blakeman is over there looking at his monitor, and he's conversing with New York. To me, it's a pretty easy call to make. I don't know that you need this many looks at it, but I would think the longer it goes, the worse it is for the Cowboys.
I would agree.
Because to me, I'm looking at it going, okay, he used the ground to secure the catch. But we'll see what happens. Mike McCarthy is over there on the Cowboys sideline looking up at the big board. He's trying to see. So that was
Smith-Njigba believes it's a catch, but the offense for Seattle is out on the field. They're still taking a look at it.
Yeah, I'm just not sure. Are they possibly looking at where the interference took place?
Or maybe a timing?
Here we go.
Here's Clete Blakeman.
After review, the receiver did not maintain control of the ball through the process. It was an incomplete pass. However, we have a pass interference. Defense number 26 in the end zone. The ball he placed at the 1 yard line. First down, Seattle.
That is the 4th first down penalty given up by Dallas today, Dave.
Okay, so there's 7 seconds remaining. Seattle does not have a timeout. They've got to throw the ball here. You can't run it because if you get stopped, you don't come away with 3. So they have a shot in the end zone here before they get a field goal team out if they don't score.
You throw it, you get 2 chances. You run it, you might only get 1. They will throw it. Geno Smith reaches back, throws it, and he finds Noah Fant in the end zone. He was wide open. Caught it as he dove to the ground.
We got a penalty again. We got a penalty marker again.
Prior to the snap, Dallas takes its second timeout. This will be a 30-second timeout.
Wow.
How about this?
Good thing it's not being played in Seattle.
No.
We'd have a riot on our hands.
That's one of the loudest stadiums in football up at Lumen Field. But Dallas catches a break here. They caught a break on the review, even though there was a penalty. Let's check in on the sideline with Christy.
That's gamesmanship and a lot of experience here on the sideline with Mike McCarthy. He came down to the line judge as Seattle was breaking the huddle and kind of gave the eyes like the Uma Thurman in Pulp Fiction kind of thing, like, look at me here, I may be calling a timeout. He was able to get his attention and get that call just before the snap.
Nicely done from head coach Mike McCarthy. Sets up 1st and goal again for Seattle. Trailing by 6, 20-14 the score with 7 seconds to play in the half. Man in motion, Geno Smith looks left, has DK Metcalf, and he catches it for a touchdown. And there's another flag down on the far sideline. But look, this one looks like it might be against Dallas.
Offside. Defense number 90. Penalty declined. Result of play is a touchdown.
All right, this game is going to have a crazy ending. Just mark it down right now. It's just been too crazy the first half, all the stuff going on. It's going to be a crazy ending. Okay?
Love it.
Mark it.
Hopefully it's a good crazy ending. I'm going to refer right back to you, babe.
Did not
Whenever
say
we
which
get
way.
to that point, I'm going to refer back to you.
I just said crazy.
Which way? Jason Myers on for the PAT. And he barely sneaks this one inside the right upright, but it is good. So Seattle, with 4 seconds left in the first half, takes a 21-20 advantage over the Dallas Cowboys. And what a first half this has been. Seattle will get the ball to start the second. They won the coin toss, deferred to the third quarter. So it will be Geno Smith and company on offense first in the second half.
And that last slant run right in front of Deron Bland. Again, they're not worried about that. They just get DK Metcalf and get that big 6'3", 235-pound body on the slant to the left side of that formation. And Deron Bland just can't work through him. Deron Bland with the PI that put the ball at the 1, and then they come back and get him again. Deron Bland, this is where Al Harris, the Cowboys secondary coach, his experience as a player and as a coach is going to come in handy, because he's going to have to go in and talk to Deron Bland. I guarantee you, Deron Bland's head is spinning right now. He has just been worked over.
No doubt about that. And Seattle really worked over the Dallas defense. 8 plays, 75 yards. It took just a minute and 26 seconds. Geno Smith in the first half, 11 of 17 for 173. Hunter Lipke will pick up the squib kick. He works out to the 36-yard line, and the clock does hit triple zeros. That does it for the first half of action. 21-20 our score as Seattle leads Dallas into the break. The Seahawks will get possession to begin the third quarter here from AT&T Stadium. Don't go anywhere. We've got halftime coverage coming your way in just a matter of moments. You're listening to Cowboys football.
Academy Sports and Outdoors has you covered with everything you need to have fun out there. From the best sports brands like Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour, to all your essentials for backyard cooking and the best gear for hunting, fishing, and enjoying the outdoors, Academy has it all. Order online at academy.com or on the Academy app and pick up in store or get free shipping on most orders. Make shopping easy with Academy Sports and Outdoors. Free shipping applies to most orders over $25. Online sign-in required.
Hey Cowboys fans, when you stay at Omni Frisco at the Star, you stay at the official hotel of your favorite team. We built this place just for real fans like you. Smack dab in the middle of the Star, world headquarters of the Dallas Cowboys and their 12,000-seat practice stadium. Walk in and it's like waking up in cowboy heaven. You've dreamed of a place like this, and now you can dream in a place like this. When you're looking for a place to stay, stay in the game at Omni Frisco at the Star, the official hotel of the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboy fans, this season choose Miller Lite, the only light beer brewed with great taste, 96 calories, and only 3.2 carbs. It's Miller time.
Apply now to the University of North Texas Dallas Cowboys online MBA in Sport Entertainment Management. This unparalleled graduate degree combines UNT's high-caliber Tier 1 academics with the world-class business expertise of the Dallas Cowboys. Designed for the working professional with immersive in-person boot camps and online courses, The program can be completed in 12 to 24 months. UNT, a proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
This is the Halftime Show on the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network. Brought to you by AT&T, the official partner of the Dallas Cowboys. Dr. Pepper, an official soft drink of the Dallas Cowboys. The one fans deserve. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas. Driving access to better health through it all. American Airlines. Proud to be the official airline of your Dallas Cowboys. Buffalo Wild Wings. And by Blockchain.com. Make your crypto play today. Now, your hosts, Brian Broaddus and Zach Wolchuk.
21-20, Seattle leading your Dallas Cowboys at halftime here at AT&T Stadium. Zach Wolchuk alongside the Super Bowl winning scout Brian Broaddus. A wild first half of action there as Brandon Aubrey started the game with a 30-yard field goal. DK Metcalf answers right back with a 73-yard touchdown strike from Geno Smith. Puts Seattle on top. Cowboys come back. Dak to CeeDee Lamb. Then Dak to Brandon Cooks. Had the Cowboys up 17-7. But then a 1-yard touchdown from Zach Charbonnet made it 17-14. Brandon Aubrey bangs through a field goal after the Cowboys got a holding call to avoid a 4th down touchdown from Dak. And then right before the half, DK Metcalf with a touchdown strike, his second of the game to make it 21-20 Seattle. Brian, your thoughts from that first half of action?
Yeah, I don't think either defense can really stop the other's offense, though. It's going to have to come down the second half where, you look at maybe 1 or 2 stops. But, man, both defenses are under siege right now. The secondary, we talked about it. Which secondary group could play the best? I would say so far both groups are in a lot of trouble right now.
Right now, let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds to allow stations to identify themselves across the Dallas Cowboys radio network.
Your turn it on, leave it on. Home of America's team is 105.3 The Fan.
Hello, baby.
KRLD FM and HD1, Dallas Fort Worth.
Always live on the free Odyssey app.
A lot more still to unpack here at halftime, 21-20. But right now, Chuck Howley and DeMarcus Ware getting their Hall of Fame rings given to them at midfield with Jerry Jones. Let's throw things down to Christy Scales.
That's right. Jerry Jones joined by Jim Porter, who is the president of the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. And right now, a member of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, Danny, has handed Jerry Jones the ring that is going to be handed to Scott Howley. That is the son of the Cowboys' legendary linebacker, Chuck Howley, inducted into the Hall of Fame in August. And Scott is standing next to a bust of his father, Chuck, and he's about to address the crowd right now. He's thanking the fans, holding the ring. There are several Dallas Cowboys Hall of Fame members standing behind Scott Howley. Roger Staubach, Tony Dorsett, Charles Haley, Bob Lilly, Drew Pearson, Mel Renfro, Emmitt Smith, and Randy White. Here are the remarks from Scott Howley.
Special favor. On the count of 3, if we could all say, hello, Chuck. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hello, Chuck. Thank you.
Very special moment there. Here's Jim Porter.
To present this Hall of Fame Ring of Excellence to defensive end, Pro Football Hall of Famer number 371, DeMarcus Ware.
And Jerry Jones is handing DeMarcus Ware the ring. DeMarcus looking awesome in his gold jacket, about to address the crowd.
It's an honor and a privilege to be up here amongst all you fans because, as I saw on the screen, you guys are truly the heartbeat of the stadium, the heartbeat of why we played, but also the heartbeat of why all of us are up here right now. So you guys, the Dallas Cowboys nation, is embedded into all of these players that you see behind us. So let's see you get loud one more time for all the guys up here. A huge round of applause.
Wow. How cool is that?
And there we go. Thank you.
Congratulations, gentlemen. Thank you for all you have done for this great sport of football.
Fantastic, guys. And what's really cool is to see all these Hall of Famers in their gold jackets, and standing behind DeMarcus was Emmitt Smith with his iPhone out, taping the whole thing for DeMarcus. Love it to see all these legendary Cowboys down here on the field. Back to you, Zach and Brian.
Amazing moment, and a happy birthday again to Christy, but so cool to see all those former Cowboys, those Hall of Famers out there as well. Our halftime score, 21-20, Seattle leading the Cowboys. This is the Jim Beam Halftime Show, and you're listening to the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network.
The time for compromise is over. Revolutionize your tool crib management and job site productivity with Neuron, Hilti's new all-in-one cordless tool and battery platform for professional contractors. Intelligent 22-volt batteries deliver unmatched power for light to heavy-duty jobs while collecting data insights to help you make more informed decisions, control costs, and find tools faster. Neuron, one cordless platform for all.
People will always come and go in our lives, but we all know those few who never left, the ones who make you stronger, build you up when you're broken down, the partners who've always had you covered. At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas, we know what it means to be there, guiding you toward a healthier state of mind. Because the more we know as individuals, the healthier we all feel as a community through it all.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
Cowboys football and Miller Lite. What a pairing. Can cracks at kickoff. Tailgates going way past postgame. Sunday night overtimes followed by Monday morning swagger. Brisket in the smoker. Miller Lite in the cooler. America's team playing America's greatest sport. Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys football tastes like Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2023 Miller Brewing Company, Fort Worth, Texas.
Campers, for a limited time, get the all-new 2023 Kingsport 248BH for just $19,999. Yes, you heard right. That's a Texas-sized deal of $5,000 off the original sale price. Spacious, comfortable, and perfect for family adventures. It's the ultimate get-up-and-go travel trailer of 2023. Shop Funtown RV, where we've got indoor climate-controlled showrooms, travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and everything camping. The fun starts at Funtown RV, the official RV dealer of the Dallas Cowboys.
This is Dak Prescott, Dallas Cowboys quarterback and proud member of the Lowe's home team. Lowe's knows if you want to win the home game, you got to be able to count on your teammates. That's why Lowe's is the official sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. We've got each other's back with the right coaching and expertise. Together, we can take on anything. Let's go win the home game.
21-20, Seattle leading Dallas at halftime. Zach Wolchuk alongside the Super Bowl winning scout Brian Broaddus. Brian, what do you need to see from the Cowboys in the second half to come away with a win?
Well, you need to get a stop or two because their offense is playing very well, the Cowboys' offense, but defensively, they're not getting any pressure. They're lining up offsides. There's a lot of self-inflicted stuff going on. But somebody's got to defend somebody on the back end there. You know, whether it's positioning, there's a lot of guys with really wide eyes playing in that Cowboys secondary. Same thing for Seattle right now, though. They're having problems. Whatever team finds a way to maybe get two stops in the second half is probably going to win this football game.
I'm in agreement with you. 7 penalties for 107 yards as well in that first half for the Cowboys. Need to clean that up. It's halftime at AT&T Stadium, and the Seahawks lead the Cowboys 21-20. Cowboys football will continue here in just a moment with Kyle Yeomans, Babe Loffenberg, and Christy Scales.
Ho, ho, ho. Visiting from the North Pole, Santa has touched down at his Dallas Cowboys cottage at the Star in Frisco. Get a frame-worthy family holiday photo with Santa at the Star presented by Monument Realty. Santa Claus will be available for photos and Christmas gift requests at his Cowboys-themed cottage in the Star District all the way up through Christmas Eve. Photo packages include a print and an exclusive Cowboys gift for each child. Book your visit now at thestardistrict.com/Santa.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
Have you heard about the new cocktail in town? It's called the Carajillo 43. It's simple to make. Use equal parts Liqueur 43 and espresso or coffee. Serve it hot or shake it cold and pour over ice. The Carajillo 43 is the perfect way to pregame before seeing your favorite team, America's team, in action. So whether it's for brunch, an after-meal moment with friends, or pregaming, it's time to discover the Carajillo 43. Liqueur 43 reminds our friends to please drink responsibly.
Cowboys football and Miller Lite. What a pairing. Can cracks at kickoff. Tailgates going way past postgame. Sunday night overtimes followed by Monday morning swagger. Brisket in the smoker. Miller Lite in the cooler. America's team playing America's greatest sport. Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys football tastes like Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2023 Miller Brewing Company, Fort Worth, Texas.
Game day on the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network is brought to you by Ford, your Texas Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas. American Airlines, proud to be the official airline of your Dallas Cowboys. Texaco, proven unbeatable mileage. Texaco with Techron, driving performance. Sleep Number, the official sleep and wellness partner of the Dallas Cowboys. And by DallasCowboys.com. Keep track of the boys with daily podcasts and up-to-the-minute blogging at DallasCowboys.com.
Yo quiero guacamole, salsa, and queso. Visit your local grocery retailer and grab a package or two for your home gating party. Second half just about ready to get underway here at AT&T Stadium. The Seattle Seahawks leading the Cowboys 21-20. It's been a rough go for Cowboys cornerback Deron Bland in this game. Last week he sent his equipment to the Hall of Fame. This week it's been a different story. He said it's important not to try to force anything and just let the game come to him.
Can't go out there chasing plays, or you're not going to make plays at all. Because when you try to chase plays, like sometimes those plays don't happen, and then the other plays happen, and you got the big plays on you.
Well, the big plays have been on him in this first half, Kyle. Big plays, big pass interference, yardage plays on Deron Bland, and Seattle apparently didn't get the memo that he's having a heck of a good year because they have attacked him in this football game.
No, certainly not. They did not check their phones early in the day when he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Month. Dak Prescott was NFC Offensive Player of the Month, and unfortunate as this one goes out of bounds back of the end zone, DJ Dallas, no chance for a return.
Tonight's game between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys at AT&T Stadium is brought to you by Pepsi, made for Cowboys watching.
So with the beginning of the third quarter upon us, of course, Seattle won the toss. They deferred to the second half, scored with just 4 seconds left on the clock to take the lead in that second quarter. Now they have a chance to add to their lead for the first time tonight. Their only other lead was 7-3. Dallas led 17-7 at one point. On first down, they give it to Zach Charbonnet. Charbonnet goes forward, trying to work from left to right, but he was met by Jonathan Hankins. It's a gain of 2.
And the possessions in this game, the Cowboys had the ball 4 times. They scored on all 4, 2 field goals, 2 touchdowns. Seattle had the ball for 4 offensive possessions. They had 3 touchdowns and then missed a 42-yard field goal. So neither defense has been able to stop the other team in the first half.
Penalty yardage has been off the charts for both teams. Seattle 4 penalties, 73 yards, 7 for 107 in the first half for Dallas. High snap to Geno Smith. Play action as he bootlegs now to the right. Finds Jackson Smith and Jigba in the flat. Turns upfield for about 7. And he's taken to the ground. Good gain on second down and 7. They'll actually mark it short of the marker by about a yard. So it's third down and mark it as 2 from the 33-yard line.
And Seattle 5 of 6 on third down in this game. Cowboys 7 of 10. Neither team can stop the other. That's just the bottom line so far in this football game.
Not so far. See what the halftime adjustments were made. Back in the shotgun, Charbonnet to the right of Geno Smith. Two receivers right, it's Metcalf and Lockett. They go that direction. It's Metcalf for a first down. Spun out of a tackle from Stephon Gilmore, and then he's finally taken back to the sideline and out of bounds. But he turns up to the 46-yard line and moves the chains for the Seahawks.
Boy, Geno Smith is really throwing the ball accurately tonight. Now, he played against San Francisco last Thursday night. Did not get basically any practice time in. He had hurt his elbow and was not sharp against San Francisco for good reason, but he's been very sharp in this game.
DK Metcalf, 4 receptions, 121, and 2 touchdowns already. Hand off to Charbonnet. Charbonnet moves quickly through a hole right side of the offensive line, carries the pile. It was Damone Clark that made initial contact. Deron Bland had to help out from the secondary because Charbonnet just kept the big legs churning.
They just moved the pile on that one. Charbonnet is pretty stout. He's 6 feet tall, but he weighs 215. Big-legged guy. Powerful.
Had over
Cowboys defense, just cannot figure out what they're doing there right now.
200 carries during his final season at UCLA. First and 10 from the 40 now into Dallas territory. Seattle under center for Geno Smith. He gives it back to Charbonnet. This one on the sweep to the left-hand side. Nowhere to go for Charbonnet. Marquise Bell on the stop, so was Mozzie Smith. But there are a couple penalty markers that fly in late.
Yeah, 2 officials
Personal
saw the
foul,
same thing.
Grabbing the face mask. Defense, number 14. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down, Seattle.
That is now 8 penalties for 122 for the Dallas Cowboys. Not a great night from the penalty standpoint.
And again, these two teams came in tied for the league lead in terms of the most penalties. They each averaged 7.4 coming into today, and the Cowboys have already surpassed that.
Seattle now into the red zone at the 18-yard line. First and 10. Heavy package with 2 tight ends to the left, 1 to the right. Now they motion 1 left to right. Geno Smith, 5-step drop, has a tight end over the middle. He was looking for Will Dissly, but could not hit him. The Washington target couldn't reel it in. It was too high over the top, and it's 2nd and 10.
Boy, right when I said how accurately Geno Smith is throwing this ball, he just lets that one sail a little bit on him. This is going to be a play that's going to have to be made at the goal line by Malik Hooker, because this ball is down at about the 4-yard line, and Dissly was going to be able to put a shoulder down and see if he could bowl him over, but pass just too high.
Lockett and Metcalf to the right. Charbonnet back in the game to the left of Geno Smith in the shotgun. Offset tight end left as well. Geno Smith steps back, completes it to Metcalf. Metcalf shook out Damone Clark. He explodes forward to the marker at the 8-yard line. He's finally taken down. The ball came out late, but it looked like they had blown the whistle for forward progress, and it could be enough for a Seattle first down based on the spot.
Yeah, I thought they gave him a relatively generous spot there, but he was right on that first down marker. They had given him the first down. So it's first and goal at the 8.
Now 7 plays, 67 yards on this drive. It hasn't even been 3 minutes for Seattle. 11:20 and counting here in the third quarter. Seattle leading by 1, trying to add to that score. Now first and goal from the 8. Straight back in the formation is Charbonnet. They give it to him on the right-hand side. He's tripped up from behind. Osa Odigizua on the stop. Gain of 2.
Odigizua has been playing some really, really good football. It's kind of gone unnoticed because Micah Parsons, obviously, and Deron Bland have been stealing the headlights, if you will. But he's been playing some really good football at that defensive tackle spot.
2 tight ends, 2 receivers in now for Seattle. Charbonnet to the right. Geno Smith gives. Charbonnet nowhere to go. Jonathan Hankins, DeMarcus Lawrence both working in for a nice stop. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Shane Waldron is the offensive coordinator for the Seattle Seahawks, and you wonder if Pete Carroll is telling him, hey, if you can get it down in there, we're going to have 2 plays here.
3rd and goal from the 5. Seattle 6 of 7 on 3rd down tonight. Dallas in dire need of a stop to potentially force a field goal. Chest high snap. Smith Flushed out of the pocket. He takes off, and he's into the end zone. Walks the dog in, but there is a penalty marker on the far side. Geno Smith for 6 if it stands.
Usually when it's in the secondary, it's going to be a hold. Hold or illegal contact, but
Geno Smith doesn't look too happy with the call. Maybe it's okay.
Holding. Defense. Yep. Number 14. Penalties declined. Zone plays a touchdown.
Geno Smith is really not much of a runner. He doesn't carry the ball much. He doesn't threaten you much, but right there, it just parted like the Red Sea in front of him. And it's not a designed run play, but it ends up almost being like a quarterback draw.
First rushing touchdown of the year, actually, for Geno Smith. Myers on for the PAT to make it an 8-point Seattle advantage. And he does sneak it inside the right upright. 10 minutes and 1 second remaining in the third quarter. Still a lot of football left to be played, but Seattle goes 10 plays and they put 7 on the board. They lead at 28-20 over the Dallas Cowboys. You're listening to Cowboys football.
Campers, for a limited time, get the all-new 2023 Kingsport 248BH for just $19,999. Yes, you heard right. That's a Texas-sized deal of $5,000 off the original sale price. Spacious, comfortable, and perfect for family adventures. It's the ultimate get-up-and-go travel trailer of 2023. Shop Funtown RV, where we've got indoor climate-controlled showrooms, travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and everything camping. The fun starts at Funtown RV, the official RV dealer of the Dallas Cowboys.
Todd thought it would be secure to jog in the cheetah savanna. Todd believed the big cat repellent he bought online was reliable. And now, Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is, Todd has AT&T 5G that is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is stop running and toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure. It's not complicated.
5G requires compatible plan and device. 5G may not be available in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
SeatGeek has your back no matter what kind of Cowboys fan you are. So whether you're a diehard fan or a don't really care fan, a we got 'em next time fan or we'll never win again fan, a here for the tailgate fan or a first one through the gates fan, SeatGeek not only makes buying and selling tickets easier than ever before, they make just about everything else easier too. So whether you're a here every week fan or haven't been here in years fan, SeatGeek has you covered. Download the SeatGeek app today. SeatGeek, your ticket to great Dallas Cowboys seats.
Hey y'all, it's Kelly Finglass, director of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. When it comes to boots, our ladies wear only the best. Lucchese, the official bootmaker of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
Being a Cowboys fan means having your heart on your sleeve through every play and every postseason. At Josh Cellars, we pour our heart into every bottle of wine we make. From our luscious reds to our balanced whites, share the love and cheer on your favorite team with the official wine of the Dallas Cowboys at AT&T Stadium or at home. Look for our limited edition Cowboys Cabernet and Chardonnay at select retailers near you. Copyright 2023 Josh Cellars, joshcellars.com. Please drink responsibly.
Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy is fond of that double dip where you score going into the half and then you score coming out. Well, Seattle just did that. Geno Smith taking it in from 5 yards out. Let's make an AT&T call to the sideline at Christie Scales.
A lot of Seahawks fans have made the trek here to AT&T Stadium. They've got a Seahawks chant going in the end zone here behind Cavante Turpin, who fields this kickoff.
There were a lot of Cowboys fans up at Lumen Field in the preseason, but she's right. Every time Dallas gives up a big play to Seattle tonight, you can hear the Seattle Seahawks fans in the building.
And Christie, as Seattle's defense takes the field, you've got an update there.
Their inside linebacker, Jordan Brooks, the Texas Tech Red Raider, who's their second leading tackler, downgraded to doubtful. He injured his ankle in the first half.
Thank you very much, Christie. Dallas takes over at the 25-yard line following a touchback. No chance for Turpin to return. Play action to Pollard. Dak Prescott has to avoid pressure, rolls to his right, lofts it up, and there was contact with Michael Gallup. He was the intended target. A penalty marker flies in from the secondary, and it looks like Trey Brown might be the guilty culprit here on a defensive holding.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense number 22. The 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
And finally, feels like Dallas has been the benefactor of a secondary penalty every blue moon, whereas Seattle, it's been every couple plays. 9:55 left here in the third. Dallas trailing by 8. Offset tight end is Jake Ferguson with Pollard straight back. Under center is Prescott. A give to Pollard. Maneuvers left up to the 36-yard line and a gain of 6.
And on that last penalty, I thought Christie might have to do an injury update on Pete Carroll, because he took his arm and threw it like he was throwing a football or something, and he was just disgusted with that call.
We've seen before, Pete, even though he is 72 years old, can still throw the rock around a little bit.
He warms up in the pregame.
Yes, he does. 3 receivers right, Turpin, Cooks, and Lamb. Give to Pollard. Pollard on the sweep. Stays on his feet. He's got first down yardage to the 41. Gain of 5 on that one.
I like Pete Carroll because he seems to really just enjoy the game. You know, so many of these coaches, it's just misery for them almost. And we got another Seahawk down.
And we've already seen Jordan Brooks go down, but that's Jamal Adams.
Yep.
Product, of course, out of Hebron, Texas.
Boy, he has just not been able to stay healthy ever since he got traded to the Seahawks. They gave up a lot to the Jets to get him.
Yes, they did. Multiple first-round picks. He's able to hop up and runs off the field without his helmet near side.
Tore his quad last year in week 1 and never returned. Missed 16 games the year before. Torn labrum in the shoulder. Missed the last 5 games of that season.
Adams, of course, out of Louisville, Texas, went to Hebron High School not too far down the road from here in Dallas. 1st and 10 from the 41 for Dallas. Rico Dowdle now in the formation. He bounces off of initial tackler, worked off of Bobby Wagner, worked to his left, went up the hash mark, and he picks up 3.
Bobby Wagner, who, by the way, at age 33, was credited for 10 tackles in the first half.
Wow.
I mean, he was everywhere.
He's been everywhere. It feels like every year he's up near 150 tackles. He just continues to put on incredible numbers.
I can't believe he won't be in the Hall of Fame one day. 6-time All-Pro.
Empty backfield for Prescott. High snap. Steps up. Quick completion to Ferguson. There's a first down to the 45. Spins up to the 42, and then he's upended by Draymond Jones. Gain of 15 for Dak Prescott to Jake Ferguson.
What a nice pickup here by the Cowboys offensive line, and in particular Zach Martin. They run a little twist over there, left side of the Seattle defense, right side of that Cowboys offense. And Zach Martin does a great job of just pushing his man off and then getting ready for the stunt. And that allows Dak Prescott the time to throw the football.
Another empty set. Pollard's back in the game, but they motion him out left. Offsides, free play for Dallas. Dak will throw it up deep into the secondary. It's intercepted by Quandre Diggs, but there is, of course, going to be a penalty marker here. It was offsides, and Dallas will get a chance here. Diggs had the pick. Schoonmaker with the tackle, and here's the call.
Offside. Defense number 53 in the neutral zone at the snap. The 5-yard penalty. Replay, second down.
You know, usually you throw that interception, everybody starts scrambling to the football, trying to make the tackle, and Dak Prescott and the whole offensive line knew that they had to play. They didn't move. I mean, they just saw the interception. They're like, do what you want. Not going to wear myself out because it's coming back.
And they know they've got 5 yards coming their way. A couple penalties here against the Seahawks defense on this drive, helping inch the Cowboys further now into Seahawks territory at the 37-yard line. 1st and 5. Dak 19 of 25 passing for 220 yards. Play action to Pollard. Prescott rolls left, thinks about taking off, but instead he throws it into tight coverage to CeeDee Lamb. It's up in the air. Diving for it at the last moment was Devin Bush. He could not make a grab on the ricochet, but there is another penalty marker.
That's holding on Seattle in the secondary there on that play on CD.
Prior to the pass, holding defense number 27. The 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
I'm going to ask Bob Thomas, our statistician, how many penalties in this drive, because this has just been a drive that's been aided by all these penalties. That's number 3. And again, this crew, Clete Blakeman, and his crew, they're at the very bottom of the list in terms of not calling penalties.
Both teams now north of 85.
Maybe they're like cops in a small town. They got to get the count up, the arrest number.
They got a quota to make.
Yeah.
Hand off to Pollard on first down and 10 from the 32 this time. He gets up to the 30. That's about it. Young was in on the stop. Wagner was nearby as well. Pollard's been held in check so far. That's now carry number 12 for 32 yards. His long tonight has been 11. Two receivers left with Lamb and Tolbert. To the right, it's Cooks and Gallup. Tony Pollard to the right of Dak Prescott in the shotgun. 2nd and 8 from the 30. In Seattle territory with 6:55 to play in the third. Pressure comes off the edge. Dak throws it to CD. Dives back to the football. And he made the grab. It's enough for a first down.
Really nice throw by Dak Prescott here. It's just a little kind of comeback route on the left side. Reek Woolen with good coverage on CD Lamb, but Dak just throws it down the stem, outside, low, where CD can get it, but Woolen cannot. Woolen, by the way, they had Woolen. He was in the 5th round last year, as was Deron Bland. They had Deron Bland and Woolen basically is even in terms of where to draft them.
Feel probably pretty good about that then. Play action. Dak Prescott has time to throw. Now running out of time as he's pressured from the right-hand side, and he has to scurry and throw this one out of bounds to the left. No penalty marker for a potential intentional grounding call. They are going to talk about it, but he was outside of the tackle box.
And when you say they're happy about it, who's happy? Because Woolen led the NFL in interceptions last year.
Oh, that's true.
As a rookie.
Hey, but Deron Bland
went to the Pro Bowl. No, I know.
Look.
But they had him even, and now they're almost even here. It's funny.
No doubt. Both are two of the young star corners in the NFL.
Yeah. Reek Woolen played his college ball at UTSA. Here we go! He started out as a receiver like a lot of these guys.
2nd and 10. Dak underneath looking for Pollard. He had contact early from Bobby Wagner, and there is a late penalty marker.
This is getting crazy.
Wow.
It's every play. I'm not saying they're not doing it.
I agree. It's all warranted.
Pass interference, defense number 54.
Oh, boy.
For the spot of the foul. First down, Dallas.
I did not see that. I mean, I saw it, but I did not see that as pass interference. We'll get another look at it here. That ball and Wagner arrived about the same time. Christy?
Babe, I was right here behind the down judge, right along the line of scrimmage. I think Wagner was early. Good call.
Well, I'll disagree. I'll just disagree.
I agree with Christy. It's a first down in Dallas, right? I'm filling in. I'm trying to make an impression here. 1st and 10 into the red zone here for the Dallas Cowboys. The Sherwin-Williams red zone. Dak now scurrying out of trouble. He can't get back to the line of scrimmage, and he's dropped down from behind. It was Reed again. That interior pressure from Seattle continues to give Dak Prescott fits.
Yeah. Jaron Reed came into this game with 4 sacks, and again, Seattle is basically rushing 5 defenders. I mean, excuse me, 4. It's a 4-man rush.
It's the 4th time that Dak has been sacked tonight. Reed has been in there a couple times. 2nd down and 13. Man in motion is Tolbert from right to left. Rico Dowdle in the backfield with Dak. Pocket this time has Lamb back corner of the end zone, but he's overthrown. And a late flag here. I might as well just start saying that every time.
Just say there's a flag, and then we'll figure out what it is.
We'll figure it out from there.
I think it was a double move over there by CD Lamb.
Prior to the pass, illegal contact, defense number 22. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Little double move by CD Lamb, and as he was running by the defender, he just reaches out and grabs him, which they're taught to do, by the way. And that's why the ball ends up being overthrown from Dak. CD Lamb's trying to get out of that double move, and he's getting pulled.
Looks like CD Lamb took a page out of Tyler Lockett's book. I've seen Tyler Lockett do that on film a couple times. It's almost like a spin move, but it's off of a route. So instead of hitting the stem of your route, you're breaking into a spin move. Now it's heavy package for Dallas. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Hand off to Pollard. He goes right side, and he's tripped up from behind. Jamal Adams reinserted into the ball game, and now he has a tackle for loss Loss of 3, back to the 20.
The Cowboys come out with 3 tight ends. They line all 3 of them up to the right side of the formation, which is where they run. But Jamal Adams just coming through the middle. Doesn't let Tony Pollard get to those 3 tight ends. He's got him wrapped up before he can get out of his stance practically.
Under 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Dallas trailing 28-20 to Seattle at home. Turpin in the backfield. Dak throws screen right side. It's Ferguson. He has a blocker in front to the 10, up to the 5-yard line, and he's got a first down for Dallas before he's taken down from behind. And there's a shove following the play. No flag yet. Lots of talking. Tyler Biotish in the fold. He's face mask to face mask with a Seattle defender. So is Jake Ferguson, both of which exchanging pleasantries. It was Diggs that hopped up and had some words for Ferguson, who had the first down marker right in front of him.
Yeah, and Diggs easily could have been called for a penalty there because he's standing over Ferguson. Well, Ferguson's on the ground, and John Adam, and really that should have been a penalty. They may have just be tired of throwing penalties.
I don't blame them. Empty backfield now for Dallas. Tony Pollard stacked to the right-hand side with Schoonmaker, CD, and Gallup in the formation as well. Prescott reaches back, throws to Pollard, and he dropped it at the goal line, and ricochets up and falls to the turf. He was right down the right hash mark, had a wide-open look on a comeback route. Dak put it on his chest, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, I say it all the time. Those balls pop up in the air, and it's nothing but defenders on them. And both Bush and Adams had a shot at that thing. It's a ball Pollard should have caught right on his chest, like you said. The ball that he, quite honestly, I'm surprised he didn't catch. He has great hands.
2nd and goal. He remains in the game. Ferguson's the tight end to the right. 3 receivers left. Gallup, Lamb, and Cooks. They pitch it to Pollard. Pollard breaks back to the inside, reaches for the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard finds pay dirt. And now, are you going to kick the field goal to make it a 1-point game, or do you go for 2 at this point in the ball game?
You know, your analytics tell you down 1, go for 2. But clearly the analytics are saying something else at this point in the game but the chart would tell you down 1, go for 2.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with this. Get your points, stack them up.
28-26 now. Dallas with a PAT here from Brandon Aubrey straight away for the rookie kicker, and he knocks it straight through. Dallas answers the Seattle opening touchdown of the third with one of their own. It took some time. It took some penalties, but they got it done. 3:41 left here in the third quarter. Dallas Cowboys football will continue in a moment.
The big game is here. It's the new Cowboys scratch ticket from the Texas Lottery. Play today for your chance to win up to $100,000 instantly. Or enter for a chance to win Dallas Cowboys VIP experiences like Draft Day War Room packages, season tickets, and much more. Make every day game day with the new Cowboys scratch ticket. Dallas Cowboys Football Club Limited. Visit TexasLottery.com for odds. Must be 18 or older to participate. Play responsibly.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
It's big, it's good, and it's only for Cowboys fans. It's the Cowboys Special from the Cowboys and Papa John's. Get a large one-topping pizza for only $9.99. That's right, Cowboys fans. Get a large one-topping pizza for only $9.99 every day of the week. It's America's team. It's America's pizza. It's the Cowboys Special. Order today, in person, on the phone, or online. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's, the official pizza of the Dallas Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys and Ford F-Series trucks never back down from a challenge. With their strength and ability to make plays on the fly, they're some of the toughest opponents around. That's just part of what makes F-Series the best-selling trucks in America for 46 years straight. Visit your Best in Texas Ford dealer today or shop at TexasFord.com.
to get a great deal on a new Ford F-Series. Ford, the official truck of the Dallas Cowboys. Based on 1977 to 2022 CY total sales.
Sean and RJ, mornings on 105.3 The Fan.
Lowe's knows with the right support, every pro can score more for their business. That's why Pro MVP Rewards offers you points on every qualified purchase, plus the partnership you need to grow your business. Lowe's is the official sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys and partner to pros everywhere. Cowboys go 12 plays, 75 yards. Tony Pollard takes it in from 6 yards out. 5 first downs by penalty the Cowboys had on that drive. They pull within a point of Seattle. Seattle leads at 28-27.
Yeah, the story of the game has been penalties. Brandon Aubrey kicks this one out of the back of the end zone as well. Seattle, 9 penalties for 95 yards. Dallas, 8 penalties for 122. Tony Pollard, by the way, with that touchdown, now has a rushing touchdown in 3 straight games for the first time in his career. Just for reference to one of the greats, I know you don't want to compare Tony Pollard to Emmitt Smith, but Emmitt had 11 of those such streaks, and Zeke had a 9-game streak last year. So Pollard finds the end zone. We've got a 1-point game. 28-27 Seattle with 3:40 left to play in the third. The first play of the drive goes to Zach Charbonnet. He's straight up the middle to the left hash mark, and he's taken down by Marquise Bell after a gain of 3.
And we talked about the fact that Seattle has been targeting Deron Bland in this game, which almost sounds ludicrous with a guy that's had 5 interception returns for touchdowns this year, set an NFL record, but that's where they are.
13-10 and counting in the third. Man in motion is the tight end. Smith, 3-step drop, quickly looks back to his left. There's some coverage there, and Metcalf was the intended target. Stephon Gilmore wanted offensive pass interference there. That could have been an easy interception for Gilmore, but Metcalf had to play some defense.
Yep, he did, and he's running a little back shoulder fade up the left sideline, but the problem is the ball did not get thrown to the back shoulder. It got thrown inside, and Stephon Gilmore had a beat on that football, and DK Metcalf just said, no. He just ripped him down to the ground. Played defender, as you said.
Crowd getting into it. White towels waving across AT&T Stadium. Thursday night here in Arlington. 3rd down and 7 from the 28. 2 receivers to both sides for Smith. Blitz comes. Throw right side. Deron Bland with another interception. No way for the NFC Defensive Player of the Month. Number 8 on the campaign.
Tried to get Tyler Lockett on an out route on the right side. And Deron Bland, as he has done so many times this year, steps in for the pick.
8 picks for Deron Bland. It hasn't been his night, but he jumps underneath this Geno Smith pass intended for Tyler Lockett, and Dallas gets the football back. You're listening to Cowboys Football.
Experience the most electrifying event of the holiday season, Cowboys Christmas Extravaganza, powered by Reliant at the Star in Frisco. Every Friday and Saturday night from November 17th through December 16th, Cowboys Christmas Extravaganza ignites the Star with an unforgettable holiday performance, showcasing 65 incredible performers, including the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, plus appearances from your favorite Cowboys football heroes. Admission is free. Visit thestardistrict.com for more info.
People will always come and go in our lives, but we all know those few who never left. The ones who make you stronger, build you up when you're broken down. The partners who've always had you covered. At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas, we know what it means to be there, guiding you toward a healthier state of mind. Because the more we know as individuals, the healthier we all feel as a community through it all.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
Cowboy fans, this season choose Miller Lite, the only light beer brewed with great taste, 96 calories, and only 3.2 carbs. It's Miller time.
As the casino of the Dallas Cowboys, we know what it means to be a star. With over 10,000 of your favorite games, Win Complex, WinStar is the best way to get the star treatment you deserve. Please game responsibly.
Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be.
Todd thought it would be secure to jog in the cheetah savanna. Todd believed the big cat repellent he bought online was reliable. And now, Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is, Todd has AT&T 5G that is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is stop running and toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure. It's not complicated.
5G requires compatible plan and device. 5G may not be available in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
A Deron Bland interception gives Dallas the ball back at the 38-yard line. Let's check in with Christy.
And a big hug from Al Harris, defensive backs coach for Deron Bland, when he got back to the bench area. Whatever he said at halftime really worked.
Babe, I'll give you credit. You talked about it. That mentorship, that coach-to-player relationship, you said it was going to be huge, and it certainly has paid off with another interception for Deron Bland. 1st and 10, Dallas. They give it to Dowdle. He bounds off a one tackle, spins up to the 35-yard line of Seattle, and he's stacked up by Devin Witherspoon, the first-round talent from April's draft.
Well, and the Seahawks have not been able to stop the Cowboys yet on a drive, and they need to stop them here. Problem is, Cowboys started with such great field position here at the Seattle 38 after that Bland interception.
2:25 and counting in the third quarter. Dallas trailing by 1, 28-27. Play action to Dowdle. Left side to Lamb. Lamb gets hit hard. That was rolling on the tackle. And Lamb may have picked up 2. That was about it as the throw was in the flat.
And he picked up a big hit at the end of this because Woolen really took a shot. Now, let's see, we got trainers coming onto the field here. I think they're going to stop it for the hit here. They're probably going to send it up to get him off the field. Christy?
Yeah, it's actually Witherspoon, Devin Witherspoon, who was coming in on the blitz. He was slow getting up, and because the officials stopped the play there as the trainers came on, he does have to go to the sideline and miss this play.
Looked like he tried to hide it back to the huddle as he worked backwards into the secondary. Didn't get a chance to do that. The trainers came rushing on.
And in that situation, they're looking for a head injury, and they buzz down undoubtedly to the field, to a referee to say, hey, you got to take him out of the game here.
3rd down and 5 for Dallas from the Seattle 33-yard line. They need to get to the 28 to move the chains. Trips to the right side with CeeDee Lamb, Ferguson, and Cooks. Now they motion CeeDee left. Dowdle in the backfield. 5-step drop for Prescott. Throws it over the middle to Cooks. It was behind him, and now Bobby Wagner is there to slow down Brandon Cooks. He stopped at the 30-yard line. It's 4th and 2, and well within field goal range for Brandon Aubrey, but it would be about a 47-yard attempt from here.
How many times, Kyle, has an announcer said that Wagner is there?
A lot. A lot. I feel like I've said that enough for multiple games, and this is my only game in the booth.
All right, so Cowboys will pass up the 48-yard field goal attempt to go for it here on 4th and 2.
They need 2 yards. Similar formation. Ferguson to the right. Dak rolls that direction. Looked for CeeDee Lamb, and he dropped it. It wasn't a great ball from Dak Prescott. It was a bit low, and CeeDee Lamb saying, hey, that one's on me, but it might have been just a bit out of reach. Was a tough play to make for Lamb. He had his man beat by about a half a step, but it's a turnover on downs, and Seattle gets the ball right back. You're listening to Cowboys football.
There is less than 1/100th of an inch of motor oil protecting your car's engine. Friction and heat causes engine oil to experience thermal breakdown, weakening its ability to protect the engine and its parts. Lucas Heavy-Duty Oil Stabilizer is specially formulated to resist thermal breakdown, protect vital engine parts, and extends the life of your engine. It also stops smoking, knocking, and internal oil consumption in worn engines. Lucas Oil, the official oil of the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, the Oranges really need to capitalize here if they want to win the Family Room Championship. There's the snap. Hyper Blue is going for the blitz. Here's Energetic Orange, dropping back, looks long, throws, and touchdown! SW6887 Nabel with the 39-yard catch to defeat the Blues.
Ask Sherwin-Williams and bring home the color of your team spirit. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store today.
SeatGeek has your back no matter what kind of Cowboys fan you are. So whether you're a diehard fan or a don't really care fan, a we got 'em next time fan or we'll never win again fan, a here for the tailgate fan or a first one through the gates fan, SeatGeek not only makes buying and selling tickets easier than ever before, they make just about everything else easier too. So whether you're a here every week fan or haven't been here in years fan, SeatGeek has you covered. Download the SeatGeek app today. SeatGeek, your ticket to great Dallas Cowboys seats.
If you're just tuning in, this is Fan 23, Fansville's #1 sports radio station.
Brought to you by Tasty Dr. Pepper.
We are settling the great debate, best third quarter snack, hot dogs or nachos?
You know my mantra, Doug.
Yes.
Meaty early, cheesy late.
Well, it looks like we have a caller here to weigh in. Is this Chuck?
Popcorn in the third is the move.
What?
You go with passive snacking after halftime.
No, it's nachos.
Look, as long as there's an ice cold Dr. Pepper there to wash it down, I'm good with either. Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. I trust the team at blockchain.com to make buying, selling, and trading crypto easy. Play smarter, not harder with blockchain.com.
Hey, Cowboys fans, grab a Miller Lite. Taste you can depend on. 104 remaining here in the third quarter. Seattle leading Dallas 28-27. I want to get back to that decision, Kyle, that Mike McCarthy made after this play.
1st and 10 for Seattle from the from the Seattle 30-yard line. Play action, roll out. Now Smith lofts it up deep downfield for Noah Fant. He had Jaron Kearse beat by a step, and he dives on the near sideline to reel it in at the 44-yard line.
Wow, what a catch by Noah Fant. What a catch from that football factory for tight ends known as Iowa University. Iowa's got 4 starting tight ends in the NFL right now. George Kittle, Sam Laporta of Detroit, Minnesota's T.J. Hawkinson, and Noah Fant. And wow, what a catch that was.
25 yards to Fant. Now into Dallas territory at the 45-yard line. There are 4 Seahawks in the backfield. They put DJ Dallas in motion. He wants to throw it back to Smith. He changes his mind because Dorrance Armstrong was there, and then there's a late takedown by Jonathan Hankins and a very late penalty flag. And Hankins has both arms spread out wide, questioning the back judge who threw it from about 25 yards away.
Well, that play got blown up. Smart decision by... And he comes up wanting a face mask from Hankins, and now they're going to talk about it. We've had more conferences, which I'm all for. Get it right. But we've got 5 officials.
Mike McCarthy thinks it's on the shoulder.
The play stands. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, so Hankins came in with his left hand and ripped ahead of DJ Dallas at the helmet, but I don't think he ever got the face mask.
No. That's what happens when you're 6'3", 325, and you've got some strength to work with. They actually gave credit to Jonathan Hankins for a sack on that play.
And with that, had 2 last week, 1 today.
High snap for Smith. Quick completion to Zach Charbonnet in the flat. Now Charbonnet takes off to the 25-20, 15-10, taken down from behind. Dorrance Armstrong had to chase him all the way down to the 5-yard line, and Charbonnet takes off for 40 yards on the final play of the third quarter. Seattle leading Dallas 28-27 in Arlington. As we go to the fourth, Dallas Cowboys football will continue in a moment.
You can trust your car to the place with the star. With tech running your engine, enjoy your hobbies near and far. Fill your car with all your friends and love the time you spend. So trust your car to the Texaco Star.
When you fill up with Texaco with TechRun, you get unbeatable mileage to help fuel what you love to do. Download the Texaco app to find a station near you.
So, my buds and I are at Buffalo Wild Wings for game day Sunday, and there is football everywhere, except when I blink. I once missed a game-winning TD because of a blink. Been wanting to turn the inside of my eyelids into a B-dubs ever since. You know, wall-to-wall TVs, hot wings, bartender serving me beers, all in my own eyelids. But insurance won't cover it, so I gotta come up with the cash. Well, at least they're still the real Buffalo Wild Wings. Let's go Sports Bar.
Please drink responsibly.
Cowboys football and Miller Lite. What a pairing. Can cracks at kickoff. Tailgates going way past postgame. Sunday night overtimes followed by Monday morning swagger. Brisket in the smoker, Miller Lite in the cooler. America's team playing America's greatest sport. Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys football tastes like Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2023 Miller Brewing Company, Fort Worth, Texas.
The Dallas Cowboys and Ford F-Series trucks never back down from a challenge. With their strength and ability to make plays on the fly, they're some of the toughest opponents around. That's just part of what makes F-Series the best-selling trucks in America for 46 years straight. Visit your Best in Texas Ford dealer today or shop at texasford.com to get a great deal on a new Ford F-Series. Ford, the official truck of the Dallas Cowboys. Based on 1977 to 2022 CY total sales.
G-Bag Nation, weekdays from 2 to 7 on The Fan.
When it comes time to shop for tailgate favorites, go to Albertsons and Tom Thumb. Get 10% off your groceries every Dallas Cowboys game day when you wear your Cowboys jersey. Albertsons and Tom Thumb, the official grocer of the Dallas Cowboys. We have had a heck of a first three quarters here. Seattle leading Dallas 28-27. Fourth quarter just about ready to get underway. And Colin, I want to go back to that fourth down play, which Mike McCarthy will certainly be questioned about if the Cowboys don't win this football game. He might be questioned about it, but he won't care if they win it. But 4th and 2, they had the ball at the Seattle 30. He has skewed the 48-yard field goal attempt from a kicker who has yet to miss a field goal this year. Brandon Aubrey's hit 24 in a row. They go for it on 4th and 2. They don't get it. And Seattle has taken that drive now and marched it down to the 5-yard line here.
It was the first time since before the bye week that Dallas has not scored off of a turnover. Zach Charbonnet gets the handoff, and he gets inside the 5-yard line before he's wrapped up by Damone Clark. Gain of 3 on first down and goal.
And usually the Cowboys score after the takeaway because Deron Bland scores with the takeaway.
Yeah, that always helps. It always helps.
Takes and goes in the end zone. I'd be yelling at Deron. Deron, you gotta score.
You gotta finish.
Yeah,
Come
I
on
don't care
now.
if you're diving for the ball. You gotta score. Hey, he dove for the ball in Carolina, right? And did the somersault,
Yes,
then
he
scored.
Second and goal from the 3. Under center now, Geno Smith. Charbonnet in the backfield. Man in motion is Tyler Lockett. Play action to Charbonnet. Lofted backwards, wide open DK Metcalf in the back of the end zone. I don't know if he dragged the second foot, but they're going to say he was in for the touchdown. And if it does stand, Seattle will increase their lead.
Yeah, and this will become, if they kick the extra point here, which I think they will, and they convert it, it'll be an 8-point lead. And yeah, no question Metcalf was inbounds there.
He got it in.
Really good throw by Geno Smith. He just lofted it to the left side. DK Metcalf was wide open. He said, just don't miss him here. And he didn't.
7-point lead now here for Seattle. A chance to make it 8 with the PAT. Myers does bang it right through. Seattle 35, Dallas 27. We're just 43 seconds into this fourth quarter.
Experience the most electrifying event of the holiday season, Cowboys Christmas Extravaganza, powered by Reliant. Every Friday and Saturday night, now through December 16th, the Star in Frisco ignites with an unforgettable holiday performance, including the world-famous Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders and a special appearance by, you guessed it, Santa. Visit thestardistrict.com for more info. And Seattle taking that 35-27 lead. I mean, this has been an exciting football game. It really has. Big plays all over the place. Both quarterbacks playing very well. The penalties, we don't like those. Nobody likes to see those. Cowboys with 8 for 122. Seattle 9 for 95.
Really, the number one knock against this game has been the penalties. Everything else has lived up to the expectation of two teams certainly fighting for playoff positioning inside the NFC. Dallas looking for a division title, Seattle looking for a division title, and both very much so in their divisional races. And it's been a fun one to call so far. Myers puts a leg into this one, and Turpin will watch it go over his head. Alongside Babe Laufenberg with Christy Scales down on the sideline. I'm Kyle Yeomans filling in for Brad Sham here this evening. If you're Dallas here, one, you got to get points on the board. You got to go down and score. But at the same time, what are you saying on the sideline, Babe, to that defense? Because things haven't looked pretty for the Dallas defense tonight.
Nah, you just got to figure out a way to make one stop. They did on the interception. Deron Bland got it back for the Cowboys at the Seattle 38. The Cowboys go 4 and out. They don't convert on 4th down there. And really, that was just a huge turning point in this football game because Seattle took it and scored.
And in motion is Brandon Cooks. They give it to Pollard. Pollard explodes through a hole, but he's met at the second level by Diggs. That's part of it with the Seattle defense. Usually if you get through the first level, you're going to meet somebody at the second. He gains 6 on first down.
Bill Cobb, we're sitting here in last year at week 12, Philadelphia, who the Cowboys will host next Sunday night. They were 10-1 and the Cowboys were 8-3. We come into week 12 this year. Philadelphia is 10-1 and the Cowboys are 8-3.
Wow.
And in both instances, Philadelphia won the first game between the two.
Dak Prescott lofting up near sideline, looking for CeeDee Lamb, and there was contact from Rick Woolen. Another pass interference on the way. It was right in front of Pete Carroll, who looks to the sky for answers for these penalties. And I don't think he's necessarily alone, but this time it's going to stand.
Pass interference, defense number 27. Ball replaced at the spot of the foul. First down, Dallas.
38 yards on the pass interference. CeeDee Lamb was targeted all the way through. It was man-to-man coverage all the way through, babe.
John Jenkins is the field judge, and he's the man who threw the flag there. And Pete Carroll was, as you said, he was right there. I mean, he was as close to being on the field and being to that play as you could. Naturally, he did not agree with the call. But these officials are going to need rotator cuff surgery, Kyle, by the end of the night. They keep throwing these flags. I'm not kidding.
10 penalties,
Wow.
130 now for Seattle with that one. They are now out-penalized over Dallas. From the Seattle 34, play action. Prescott could not get away. Yes, he did. He shook off a sack. Rolling to the right, throws it downfield, and he's got Jalen Tolbert on the far sideline inside the red zone. Dak Prescott was dead in the water for a sack, and he broke out of it and found a wide receiver.
I do not know how he got out of that tackle. I mean, I really don't. Terrence, look at that thing. Crazy. Terrence Steele over at right tackle just gets beat right now. And it was this close probably to be called dead, you know, in the grass. But they let him play as they should have, and wow, unbelievable.
It looked like he was done. Dak steps back this time, connects with Pollard. Pollard is taken down, and this time he cannot get out of a Devin Bush grasp. And I'm still in awe, not only of Dak Prescott, but Jalen Tolbert with the connection to be able to keep both feet in bounds, because he had about a blade of grass in between his left foot and the sideline, but that was all he needed to make the catch. There was a loss of 2 on this completion to Pollard, so it sets up 2nd and 12 from the 19-yard line. 3 receivers left. Lamb, Cooks, and Tolbert in the ball game there. Jake Ferguson to the right. Now they motion CeeDee Lamb that direction as well. Prescott with plenty of time. Now the pocket collapses. He dumps it off to Pollard in the flat. Pollard again unable to spin out of a tackle. This time it's the rookie Devin Witherspoon who crashes in for the stop.
Well, one thing Devin Witherspoon can do is tackle. He is a force out there at corner. If you watched any of the highlights of the rookie from Illinois from last year, you watch that tape, and he was lighting people up.
It's insane how downhill he plays.
Oh, and he's a corner.
He was my #1 rated corner during my time on the draft show with 105.3 The Fan this past year. And
well, they took him at number 5.
They took him at number 5 for a reason.
They agreed.
5 wideouts, empty backfield now for Dak Prescott on 3rd down and 12. High snap. Prescott back to throw, throws it, double coverage to CeeDee Lamb in between the hash marks, but it's overthrown and incomplete. Both Witherspoon and Adams were in the vicinity. If that was thrown a little bit lower, it may have been a turnover.
Well, you're like me. At the end of this,
throw,
I'm looking for a flag on the field. Seriously, I'm just like, okay, there's got to be a flag somewhere.
It's become a habit.
That was just a 3-man rush by Seattle. So Dak had plenty of time. Now the flip side of that is you got plenty of time, but there's also 8 guys sitting in the end zone to defend it.
Even getting another look at that, CeeDee Lamb had both hands on it and went right through his mitts, but he was definitely covered. 38-yard field goal attempt for Brandon Aubrey off the left hash mark, and that one is good. 25 of 25 in his NFL career for the rookie kicker out of Plano. Dallas tacks on 3. It's 35-30 Seattle, 11:23 left to play from AT&T Stadium. You're listening to Cowboys football.
This is Dak Prescott, Dallas Cowboys quarterback and proud member of the Lowe's home team. Lowe's knows if you want to win the home game, you got to be able to count on your teammates. That's why Lowe's is the official sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. We've got each other's back with the right coaching and expertise. Together, we can take on anything. Let's go win the home game. I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. I trust the team at blockchain.com to make buying, selling, and trading crypto easy. Play smarter, not harder with blockchain.com.
Cowboys football and Miller Lite. What a pairing. Can cracks at kickoff. Tailgates going way past postgame. Sunday night overtimes followed by Monday morning swagger. Brisket in the smoker. Miller Lite in the cooler. America's team playing America's greatest sport. Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys football tastes like Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2023 Miller Brewing Company, Fort Worth, Texas.
Being a Cowboys fan means having your heart on your sleeve through every play and every postseason. At Josh Cellars, we pour our heart into every bottle of wine we make. From our luscious reds to our balanced whites, share the love and cheer on your favorite team with the official wine of the Dallas Cowboys at AT&T Stadium or at home. Look for our limited edition Cowboys Cabernet and Chardonnay at select retailers near you. Copyright 2023 Josh Cellars, joshcellars.com. Please drink responsibly.
Campers, for a limited time, get the all-new 2023 Kingsport 248BH for just $19,999. Yes, you heard right. That's a Texas-sized deal of $5,000 off the original sale price. Spacious, comfortable, and perfect for family adventures. It's the ultimate get-up-and-go travel trailer of 2023. Shop Funtown RV, where we've got indoor climate-controlled showrooms, travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and everything camping. The fun starts at Funtown RV, the official RV dealer of the Dallas Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys and Tequila Herradura know the difference between great and extraordinary. Great is making the playoffs. Extraordinary is doing it 35 times. So when you toast America's most extraordinary team, choose the world's most extraordinary tequila. Tequila Herradura. Extraordinary awaits. The Cowboys go 6 plays and 56 yards before they settle for the Brandon Aubrey field goal. Seattle leading at 35-30. We've got 11:23 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Thank you very much, Babe. As this one goes over the head of DJ Dallas, neither team has really a whole lot of breathing room in this one. Seattle leading 35-30. 11:23 left to play in this fourth quarter. We're going to pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network.
This is the exclusive home of Dallas Cowboys football. KRLD FM and HD1, Dallas, Fort Worth. Let's go, Cowboys.
Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Both teams over 240 passing yards. Both teams under 80 yards rushing as Seattle takes over at their own 25-yard line. Toss back to Zach Charbonnet. Charbonnet gets hit by DeMarcus Lawrence after about 2 yards. D-Law comes flying forward. And that's really been the story of this. It's run, pass, and then it opens things up for the offense, Babe. And both teams have taken advantage because these quarterbacks are playing exceptionally well.
But I'm going to correct you there, Kyle. It's run, pass, penalty.
Oh, good point.
Run, pass, penalty.
Or penalty, pass. It's been a lot of dirty laundry tonight here at AT&T Stadium. Empty backfield in the shotgun. Geno Smith motions a tight end from left to right. Now back to the left. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right, including Zach Charbonnet stacked up with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And a timeout called by Seattle as the play clock was down
Seattle
to 1.
Takes its first time out of the half. This will be a 30-second timeout.
Now Geno Smith turned to Clete Blakeman, the referee, just turned around and said, hey, I need a timeout. He saw the play clock winding down. He did not like what he had there lined up. He looks over the left side, basically saying, no, you're not supposed to be over there. I think it was Disley, right? That Will Disley was over left, and after he called the timeout, he walked right up to him to say, hey, you're supposed to stay on the other side. All right, so Lions and the Saints play this Sunday at noon. You say, well, why is that important? Because the Lions are 8-3, and that's going to factor into the NFC race. Of course, the Cowboys will have the Lions at AT&T on December 30th. That'll be the night that Jimmy Johnson goes into the Cowboys Ring of Honor.
What a night that'll be. We will be in attendance as well. Can't wait to be there for that one. And we'll have Nate Newton down on the sideline with his former teammates for that one as well, as this one's sidearm to Smith and Jigba right side, and it's caught by the rookie wide receiver, taken down by Marquise Bell. It's right at the line to gain, but it doesn't appear to be enough for the first down, about a foot shy. They aren't going to move the chains. They're going to mark it as third and about 3 inches, maybe 4 inches.
Geno Smith is going to go under center, and my guess is he's going to sneak it here.
And he instead works to the left. He's met by Damone Clark, took a hit in the process. They mark him again right at the marker.
Right at the, yeah, I thought he had it by a foot or two, but official came in. They did give him the first down, but it
was a lot closer than it initially looked.
Yep. So that was not making it by much there. Christy?
Abe Lucas is back in at right tackle for Jason Peters. The previous play, something with Peters' right hand or right wrist, but he's getting medical assistance now.
Thank you, Christy. First down and 10. Now from the 35-yard line for Seattle. Smith and Jigba in motion. They give it to Charbonnet, and Charbonnet again met by Jonathan Hankins. Dallas has done a phenomenal job of limiting Charbonnet in the ground game. Now, he did have the 40-yard pass on the screen out wide earlier in the second half, but with that being said, Charbonnet's been bottled up for the most part. 18 carries for 57 yards.
Charbonnet, a high school teammate of Kayvon Thibodeau of the New York Giants. He must have had a pretty good team, is my guess.
No doubt. That's a scary 1-2 punch. Play action to Charbonnet. Geno Smith was hit as he threw it. It's picked up by Jaron Kearse. They'll call it incomplete. It was Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence in the face of Geno Smith, and there was no chance for him to get that ball out.
And Geno Smith already had a bad elbow last week. I told you he didn't practice before the 49ers game for the most part, and he gets hit as he's following through right on that elbow. That could not have felt good. And if the Cowboys get a stop here, you have yet to say, and out comes the punter for either team.
Haven't said it.
But if the Cowboys get a stop here.
And the crowd can feel it as well. 3rd and 7. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Offset running back to the left is DJ Dallas. Pressure comes. Smith delivers to Jackson Smith and Jigba. He turns upfield right at the marker. It depends on the spot, and I think he may have it. They needed the 45. He may have gotten the 45 and 1 inch line. And this spot will be enough to move the chains.
Yep, they're moving him. Really good job by Njigba there of knowing where he was, because he turns, he's running basically a hook route. He doesn't have the first down at that point, but instead of turning and making a bunch of moves, he just puts his foot in the ground, gets straight upfield, and again made that first down by maybe half of the length of football.
When talking to former Cowboy safety Barry Church, he calls it stepping in a bucket. You don't want to step backwards to gather yourself. You want to continue with your momentum, and it keeps you moving in the right direction. Seattle moving in the right direction. 1st and 10. Now it's Lockett as he turns back to the hash mark. Geno Smith put it behind Lockett. He had Deron Bland beat again, but Lockett couldn't hold on as it was on his back shoulder.
Yeah, this is going to be a race to the end zone. I mean, he put it on him. It looked like Lockett was almost stumbling before the ball came to him. As he came out of his break, I think he's kind of stumbling, falling down, and trying to catch his football, but Cowboys caught a huge break right there because, again, it's going to be a foot race to the end zone.
As good as both of these offenses have been, it feels like there have been missed opportunities left on the board from both sides as well. 2nd and 10 following the near miss for the Dallas defense. Smith pressured by Odigizua, picked up by one arm and then shovel passed forward to DJ Dallas. They're going to call it an incomplete pass. And Osa Odigizua was almost held by the left tackle, picked up Geno Smith with one arm, but Smith was still able to get the football away.
And these last couple of pass rushes by the Cowboys have been really good. So on 3rd and 10 here. I think Seattle's got to do something like quick screen to just kind of get it out of Geno Smith's hands. I don't think they're going to hold up on this pass rush.
The loudest this building has been tonight. Man in motion, it's Bobo. 3 receivers left. They go that side. Jake Bobo with a reception. He's running to the marker, and he is short of the marker by about a half a yard at the 45.5-yard line. Now into Dallas territory. But it's 4th down and inches.
Seattle's in no man's land here. You can't kick it too far to field goal.
They bring in Zach Charbonnet and a couple tight ends.
You don't make it, you're giving the Cowboys the ball at the 45-yard line, 46-yard line. Of course, the first thing they'll do, as we've seen many, many times, they'll try to draw the Cowboys offside first. Then we'll see if they snap it after that.
Dallas has been providing pressure as of late. 4th and inches. They snap it. It's Charbonnet, and he stops short. DeMarcus Lawrence. Donovan Wilson in the backfield. A huge tackle for loss. And a turnover on downs. Gives it back to Dallas with 7:04 to play. And the crowd at AT&T Stadium loves it. 35-30 Seattle. Dallas Cowboys football will continue in a moment.
They say champions are remembered, but legends are never forgotten. United Ag & Turf offers a winning lineup of John Deere equipment built to tackle any challenge on and off the field. Legendary John Deere tractors, combines, residential mowers, commercial mowers, compact construction equipment, Gator utility vehicles, and a full line of golf and sports turf equipment. United Ag & Turf, the official Ag & Turf equipment supplier of the Dallas Cowboys. Visit UnitedAgAndTurf.com to find a location near you.
Tom Thumb's new Drive Up and Go service makes grocery shopping easy and convenient for anyone.
25 pounds of ground chuck, 15 bags of hamburger buns, 28 bags of Tostitos, 10 packs of Pepsi, and some barbecue tongs.
You pick the time, you drive up, and go.
With Tom Thumb's Drive Up and Go, anyone has time in their schedule to go grocery shopping. Just a few clicks away, and you can feed your team.
Everyone can be a grocery pro bowler with Tom Thumb's Drive Up and Go. Download the app or try an online order to get started today.
The Dallas Cowboys and Ford F-Series trucks never back down from a challenge. With their strength and ability to make plays on the fly, they're some of the toughest opponents around. That's just part of what makes F-Series the best-selling trucks in America for 46 years straight. Visit your Best in Texas Ford dealer today or shop at TexasFord.com to get a great deal on a new Ford F-Series. Ford, the official truck of the Dallas Cowboys. Based on 1977 to 2022 CY total sales.
The big game is here. It's the new Cowboy scratch ticket from the Texas Lottery. Play today for your chance to win up to $100,000 instantly. Or enter for a chance to win Dallas Cowboys VIP experiences like Draft Day War Room packages, season tickets, and much more. Make every day game day with the new Cowboys scratch ticket. Dallas Cowboys Football Club Limited. Visit TexasLottery.com for odds. Must be 18 or older to participate. Play responsibly.
The KNC Masterpiece, 10 to 2 on 105.3 The Fan.
7:04 left to play from AT&T Stadium. Seattle leading Dallas 35-30. Alongside Babe Laufenberg with Christy Scales down on the sideline. I'm Kyle Yeomans. A turnover on downs after a tackle for loss from DeMarcus Lawrence sets up Dak Prescott in the offense at the Seattle 46-yard line. Quick completion to CeeDee Lamb near side. He's pushed out of bounds by Devin Witherspoon. And that's the 10th catch for CeeDee Lamb as he's closing in on triple digits as well. He actually picks up a first down. He's into triple digits at 103.
Yeah, Seattle with that 5-point lead, so the Cowboys obviously will take the lead back with a touchdown. 6:45 and the clock ticking. Don't know that they're going to want to settle for a field goal down here.
3 receivers right. Hand off to Pollard. Pollard through the first level, into the second level, and he runs over Quandre Diggs. He gets tackled in the process because Diggs had some help from Devin Witherspoon, but he's inside the 30-yard line down to the 28. Gain of 16 for Tony Pollard, his longest run of the night.
That'll get you fired up right there if you're the Cowboys offense. All the offensive linemen are coming down trying to get a block for him. Finally, it's Terrence Steele picking up Tony Pollard and saying, hey, good job, good job.
Pollard stays in the game. Lamb in the slot to the left with Gallup outside. Prescott, 3-step drop. Looks left, wants Gallup. There was contact, but it was a throw far beyond Michael Gallup's reach. Rick Woolen in coverage.
Timing on that one just didn't look right. I don't think Dak necessarily missed him in terms of not throwing it where he wanted to. I think he threw it where he wanted to, but did not get the route from Gallup, or coming out of the route, the way he thought he would.
At the Seattle 28-yard line. Down by 5, under 6 minutes to play in the fourth. 2nd and 10, Dallas. It's Pollard to the right of Prescott in the shotgun with 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They go to CeeDee Lamb on a slant. It's caught. He's immediately tackled. Rick Woolen was on top of him immediately, but it was a solid gain of about 7 on a pitch and catch.
Big third down here. Now, there's no question in my mind. It's 3rd and 3. If they don't get it here, McCarthy will be going for it on 4th down.
With what we've seen today, Babe, I think you're exactly right. Been a crazy one here in Arlington. Trips receivers in tight to the right, just on top of that right hash mark. They put Cooks out in motion. They motion him to the right. They go back left. It's caught by CeeDee Lamb. He has 1st down yardage into the Sherwin-Williams red zone and down to the 16.
Well, in 2 plays previous, CeeDee Lamb ran the slant in front of Woolen. This time he comes in. It's called slant return. He starts in like he's running the slant. Then he comes back to the outside, and Woolen kind of bought on that inside slant. He was ready to take the slant away. Problem was CeeDee Lamb had pivoted back outside.
6 yards for CeeDee Lamb, 12 receptions, 116 and a touchdown. Handoff, no, it's a keeper. Dak Prescott has some space and a blocker. He'll get inside the 10. He gets close to 1st down yardage and has some words for Rick Woolen as he's pushed out of bounds. They mark it at the 7. He needed the 6 to move the chain, so it's 2nd and 1. It was a read option. Pollard with a great fake. And I didn't necessarily love the spot on the near sideline, Babe, from what you saw. Do you think he was closer to the marker? They have him about 1.5 yards shy.
You know, I think his foot went out a little bit earlier there. That's what happened.
Prescott now under center. Pollard in the backfield. Heavy package with 2 tight ends, 3 tight ends to the right. Schoonmaker, Ferguson, and McEwen all in the game.
And McCarthy came jumping out to take a timeout.
Delay a game. Offense. Number 4. The 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Well, Mike McCarthy was trying to get the timeout. Obviously, he didn't get it called in time.
Not a whole lot of
Boy, that's a killer.
reservation from the Cowboys sideline. I think they knew it. They were a bit late. The play clock dwindled to 0. It backs them up to the 12-yard line, setting up 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, we saw this in a drive previous where they were down at the 2 and then the penalty and then backed them up again. And here we go again.
Penalties have played such a huge factor in this one. Belt tie snap. Prescott with plenty of time. Lofts it. End zone. Jake Ferguson. Covered by Jamal Adams, but it doesn't matter. Fergie into the end zone, and Dallas takes the lead in the 4th.
Cowboys will go for 2 here, no doubt about that. They're up 1, trying to push it to 3. And Jamal Adams' pass coverage has always been in question a little bit, and this time he's just one-on-one with Ferguson. Ferguson got a little push on Adams at the end of this thing, not enough to draw the penalty. But we got a little separation, a little shove, nothing crazy.
Just call it the Jake shake into the end zone. That's all it was at the stem of the route for Ferguson. 2-point conversion for Dallas. CeeDee Lamb in motion. Fake it to Pollard. Prescott still plenty of time. Lofts it. Cooks is open. Right over the top of the C, and Cowboys, and Dallas now leads it by 3. 38-35 with 4:37 left to play. Don't go anywhere. This one's far from over. In a battle of 2 teams looking for playoff position. You're listening to Cowboys football.
Apply now to the University of North Texas Dallas Cowboys online MBA in Sport Entertainment Management. This unparalleled graduate degree combines UNT's high-caliber Tier 1 academics with a world-class business expertise of the Dallas Cowboys. Designed for the working professional with immersive in-person boot camps and online courses, the program can be completed in 12 to 24 months. UNT, a proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboys fans, after that move, we've just coined the term Rowdy Replay. Let's roll back the tape.
Okay, there's our mascot Rowdy cheering on the boys, and now he's on his phone, on his Bank of America mobile banking app?
Staying on top of his finances with his virtual financial assistant, Erica.
Bank of America's digital tools are so impressive. Cowboys fans just can't stop banking. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/can't-stop-banking.
Erica is only available in the English language. You must download the latest version of the mobile banking app, only available on select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. Member FDIC.
The big game is here. It's the new Cowboys scratch ticket from the Texas Lottery. Play today for your chance to win up to $100,000 instantly. Or enter for a chance to win Dallas Cowboys VIP experiences like Draft Day War Room packages, season tickets, and much more. Make every day game day with the new Cowboys scratch ticket. Dallas Cowboys Football Club Limited. Visit TexasLottery.com for odds. Must be 18 or older to participate. Play responsibly.
SeatGeek has your back no matter what kind of Cowboys fan you are. So whether you're a diehard fan or a don't really care fan, a we got 'em next time fan, or we'll never win again fan, a here for the tailgate fan, or a first one through the gates fan, SeatGeek not only makes buying and selling tickets easier than ever before, they make just about everything else easier too. So whether you're a here every week fan or haven't been here in years fan, SeatGeek has you covered. Download the SeatGeek app today. SeatGeek, your ticket to great Dallas Cowboys seats.
Cowboy fans, this season choose Miller Lite, the only light beer brewed with great taste, 96 calories, and only 3.2 carbs. It's Miller time.
So the Cowboys stop Zach Charbonnet on the 4th and 1 at their own 46-yard line. Take it over on downs, then they go 54 yards in 7 plays. The touchdown throw for 12 yards to Ferguson, then the 2-point conversion to CeeDee Lamb. Cowboys now leading at 38-35, 4:37 remaining in the fourth quarter.
And if you think this one's over, that is far from the case. Seattle has scored, other than the one stop against Zach Charbonnet, that took a perfect play from the Dallas defense. They've put up points throughout the game. I mean, 35 points on the board, but the crowd is in it. The defense has taken into the fourth quarter to wake up, but they seem to be in it. A chance here to force a stop and to leave AT&T Stadium at 9-3 and set up what is a big-time NFC East matchup next week against the Philadelphia Eagles. Got to take care of business here first. Lockett and Jackson Smith and Jigba to the right. DJ Dallas is the tailback. Smith steps back, has a wide open Smith and Jigba at the 40-yard line, spins to the inside, and works up to the 43-yard line before he's taken down.
Well, Smith and Jigba, this guy is going to be good. Again, he broke his wrist against the Cowboys in the preseason, so a slow start. Hasn't had a game over 65 yards in receptions, but playing a heck of a game today, coming back to his hometown.
18 yards. That's now the 11th play of 10 yards or more on a pass from Seattle. Hand off to Dallas. Dallas works to the right side of the line of scrimmage, up to the 15. He's finally upended by a number of Cowboys jerseys. Looked like Hankins might have been the first one in there, and then Wilson finished over the top.
Again, Kenneth Walker out with the oblique injury. Missed last game against San Francisco. DJ Dallas came into this game. He only had 6 carries on the season, so he has not been a guy they've used. It's been Charbonnet and Walker. But in this game, obviously, DJ Dallas forced into some action.
3:30 and counting left in the fourth. Seattle with 2 timeouts. Dallas with all 3. They put Lockett in motion, in, then back out. Pressure off the edge. Smith has to get rid of it, and he left it short, looking for Dallas in the flat. It's incomplete, and 3rd down to come.
And I think that was for the best, because Dallas was probably going to end up losing about 3-4 yards. Cowboys were closing in on him. 3:20 remaining. Seattle with just the 2 timeouts. I got to believe they're going. They got to be going for it here twice. So, I mean, if they don't make it on 3rd down, they've got to go for it on 4th.
Unless you trust your kicker to make it from the opposite 40-yard line, then maybe you could give it a shot.
70-yarder
would be quite the kick on the road. 3rd down and 4. Smith throws sidearm. It's incomplete. Broken up in coverage by Jordan Lewis. The intended target was Smith and Jigba, And it was a perfectly timed breakup from Jay Lou. 4th down and 4 for Seattle.
Boy, at the end of this play, Kyle, I was just holding my breath. Was the flag going to come out? But he pretty much arrived at the same time as the ball.
Crowd into it again. 4th down and 4. Seattle needs to get to the Dallas 47-yard line. 3 receivers left. 1 to the right. DJ Dallas, the offset running back. Smith lofts it up, and it's in the back of the secondary. Deron Bland got a hand on it, nearly intercepted, but it's incomplete, and Dallas gets the football back with 3:11 remaining.
And the pressure just got to Geno Smith here. He's backing up. He's just throwing it to a spot on the left side, hoping to get that out route. I mean, he throws it way before Smith and Jigma ever comes out of his break. And Deron Bland has his hands on it at the end. Maybe a good thing he didn't intercept it, because he's going the other way with this thing. I mean, not the direction of the Cowboys' goal line. Christy.
Zach Charbonnet, the Seahawks running back who had to start tonight for Kenneth Walker, is downgraded to doubtful with a knee injury. That's why he was not out there that series.
All right, so the Cowboys have 2 timeouts. Excuse me. Seattle has 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, so they can get this ball back.
Dallas needs a couple first downs to put it on ice. They go to Pollard first, and there's nowhere to run. Pollard continued to pushing the pile, though. Got some help from Tyron Smith. Then he pushes forward for about 3 yards. Probably the loudest 3 yards you'll hear tonight.
All right, Pete Carroll is not going to take a timeout here. And they did push that pile. Had a whole bunch of humanity there, including Tyron Smith, just pushed. That had to be about 1,200 pounds.
Give credit to Bobby Wagner, too. Bobby Wagner got in there quickly and made initial contact, but then Dallas got some reinforcements on there quick. 2:30 and counting. 2nd and 6 from the 45-yard line. Everybody in tight for Dallas. Man in motion is CD. They give it to him, and Lamb turns upfield. 40, makes a move at the 35, 25, 20, and he's finally taken down. CD Lamb on the carry. Breaks into Seattle territory and all the way down to the 20-yard line.
And all the way down to the 2-minute warning.
25 yards for CD Lamb, and they'll let it go all the way down to the 2-minute warning. Dallas, 1 first down away from putting this one on ice. Our 2-minute warning brought to you by WinStar World Casino and Resort. 38-35, Dallas leading Seattle with 2 minutes to play in this one. You're listening to Cowboys football.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas, right here at home, driving access toward healthier communities. Through it all.
Fly to Philly, take off to Tampa, depart for Denver. Following your team on the road is more rewarding with the American Airlines Advantage program. Your flights and everyday spend not only earn you miles towards your next trip, but also loyalty points toward Advantage status. All the more reason to purchase both a home and away jersey. With status comes great benefits like priority boarding, free check bags, and complimentary upgrades. Not a member? Enroll for free today at AA.com. American Airlines, you are why we fly. Terms and conditions apply.
WinStar World Casino and Resort is the casino of the Dallas Cowboys. And with over 10,000 of your favorite games, we're the place for you to be a star. Shine a star, no matter who you are. Shine bright to see. Experience the ultimate in luxury at WinStar, where the opulent WinStar Spa, 36 world-class golf holes, and top-notch entertainers combine to offer you the star treatment you truly deserve.
Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be.
Todd thought it would be secure to jog in the cheetah savanna. Todd believed the big cat repellent he bought online was reliable. And now, Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is, Todd has AT&T 5G that is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is stop running and toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure. It's not complicated.
5G requires compatible plan and device. 5G may not be available in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
You know that sound anywhere. It's the crisp crunch of that first nacho chip. With its perfect cheese to sour cream ratio sitting atop a layer of delicious beans, it's a sip away from perfection. That's what we're looking for. Add a delicious, refreshing Pepsi and we've achieved absolute nacho nirvana. Because while you can pile those nachos high with every spicy, cheesy, savory topping, there's no topping a cool Pepsi finish. Nachos, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Back at AT&T Stadium, we are at the 2-minute warning. Cowboys leading at 38-35.
Dallas needs possibly one more first down to put it on ice, with Seattle remaining with 2 timeouts. They go to Pollard. Turns upfield. He's taken down all the way to the 17-yard line. So gain of 3 for Pollard. And there's the first timeout. Clock stops at 1:55.
Tony Pollard had that ball securely in both hands. No one was going to get it.
That is a...
What was it? Meet the Parents, right?
Yes.
With Ben Stiller. You'll have to take this out of my lifeless hand, the clutches of my lifeless hands. That was Tony. Nobody is getting this.
Got to continue to hold on to the rock, because you know everybody in the silver and blue, and not the good silver and blue, on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage is going to be punching at that football every chance they get. Seattle in the throwback uniforms tonight, the neon and blue bird over the top of the silver helmet, light blue unis, and the Cowboys in the home whites looking to get a first down and secure their 9th win of the season. Back to Pollard they go. And this time Seattle just holds strong from a front 7 standpoint. Nobody really budges at all, and it's a 3-yard gain again up to the 14-yard line, and that should be the second timeout. And the final one for Seattle here in the second half.
And at the time, I thought those timeouts are always so precious that you want them at the end of the game. And remember, Geno Smith couldn't get Will Dissly lined up where he wanted him, turned back, took a timeout there. And it's a timeout that Seattle certainly wishes they had right now, because they're out of timeouts. If they stop Dallas here on 3rd and 4, they're going to be able to get the ball back with about a minute left. They'll have no timeouts. But now the other thing, if you're Mike McCarthy, if you kick the field goal here, you put yourself up 6 points. If you go for it on 4th down, now field goal can tie you, but now Seattle's starting 90 yards away from your end zone. So he'll have a decision to make on 4th down.
3rd down and 4. Hopefully no decision for Dallas. They loft it up end zone looking for CeeDee Lamb. He's looking for a penalty marker, and he's not going to get one. Not this time. There was coverage all the way through from Trey Brown, and it was enough to
that stops the clock.
Yeah.
They went
now
for the
do
juggler,
you go for it here?
They're leaving their offense out. Now again, you're going to push it up to 6 points if you kick the field goal, so it would force Seattle to score a touchdown. If you don't make it here, a field goal will get Seattle to overtime.
4th down and 4. They need the 11-yard line to put it on ice. Dak Prescott under center.
Tried to draw him
the
off
sideline, and it looks like Dallas will call a timeout.
Yeah, I was just going to say, they may just be trying to draw him off.
Dallas takes its first timeout. This will be a 30-second timeout.
I think pushing the lead to 6 and then forcing Seattle to not just kick a field goal, but to go down and score and kick the extra point, I think that's the number one thing.
Seattle's going to have a lot of time. I mean, they're going to have a $140 if the Cowboys kick this field goal. And don't put it by John Fossil, the special teams coach here. If they've got a little fake up their sleeve, this would not be the worst place in the world to do it. You know Seattle's going to sell out to try to block this thing.
32-yard field goal attempt for Brandon Aubrey. The rookie off the left hash mark. To put Dallas back into the 40-point plateau. And to give Dallas, more importantly, a 6-point lead. Good snap, good hold, and this one's up and good for Brandon Aubrey. 41-35, but Seattle does have 1:43 left to play, and they'll get the ball back. And might I remind you, Babe Laufenberg, that it took 8 plays, 75 yards, and only 1 minute and 26 seconds for Seattle to score at the end of the second quarter in a similar situation.
No, they have some time. They have some time.
3 drives today for Seattle have ended underneath 2 minutes. They had a $147 early on. I mentioned the 126 right at the end of the half. And then they had another one worth just 1 minute and 42 seconds in the game. They've done it so far, but you got to be careful here if you're the Dallas defense. Dallas has ramped up the pass rush here in the second half. That's been the #1 priority. Dorrance Armstrong, DeMarcus Lawrence, Micah Parsons have been in the backfield. Geno Smith hasn't had a whole lot of time to think.
No, they really have. The second half, the pass rush has really heated up for the Cowboys. And obviously they're going to be pinning their ears back here because I think the running game is out the window for Seattle here with no timeouts.
41-35.
Been a heck of a football game.
Absolutely. Been a crazy one. This one is into the end zone. No return for DJ Dallas. Out to the 25 it goes. In front of a sellout crowd, of course, here at AT&T Stadium. 20th all-time meeting between Dallas and Seattle. And it comes down to these final minute and 43 seconds.
You know, if you want to run the ball just to offset the Cowboys' pass rush, you can run it here on first down because you call 2 plays in the huddle. And you just say, okay, whatever the run is, and then you're on the line immediately and calling your second play. Don't think they're going to run it here, though, because no one's in the backfield but Geno Smith.
DJ Dallas, the only running back available for Seattle as well. Geno Smith steps back in an empty set. He does have Tyler Lockett on the near sideline. Works up to the 44-yard line right in front of Deron Bland. Makes the grab, and he's out of bounds.
Boy, nifty little route there by Tyler Lockett. He just turned Deron Bland around on the right side. That's a big chunk of yardage to then stop the clock and only take 5 seconds off of the play clock, or the game clock,
17 yards. Dallas in that sideline trying to get the crowd back involved. Empty again for Geno Smith. 3-step drop, looks left, has a tight end, Noah Fant underneath at the 45, now turns upfield to the 50, and he's taken down on the right hash mark right at midfield by Marquise Bell.
Here's the thing about defending Seattle at this point. They got 3 guys that can hurt you. DK Metcalf, Smith and Jigba, and Tyler Lockett.
Another quick drop from Geno. Now this one thrown near side, looking for Fant, but it was in the flat and it was a bit low for the tight end. He laid out to try and make the grab, had both hands on it, but he secured it with the ground. It was an obvious incompletion, and now it's 3rd down and 2.
1:15 on the game clock, 1:15.
Geno Smith gives him a good ball here. Fant is just going to catch this and go right out of bounds and get the first down.
1:15.
Ball just low, made Fant dive for it. Maybe for the best he dropped it if you're a Seattle fan.
Right at midfield. 3rd down and 2, 1:15 put back on the game clock. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Geno, sidearm, batted away. Jordan Lewis again. He made a phenomenal play on 4th down earlier in the quarter, and he does one here on 3rd down. It's 4th and 2, last chance for Seattle, at least this time around.
Boy, what a nice play by Jordan Lewis to knock this thing down. They just run Smith and Jigba on a little under route, crosser route, left to right across that Seattle offensive formation, and Jordan Lewis just undercuts it, gets his hand in there, and knocks it away.
Here's the ball game for Seattle. 41-35 Dallas, 1:11 to play. 4th down and 2 from the 50. 3 receivers right, all 3 of their targets to the right. Smith rushed by Parsons. He couldn't get it away. It was at the foot of DJ Dallas, and the Micah Parsons pressure forces an incomplete pass, and Dallas will hold on to win it at home.
They forgot to block Micah Parsons. I mean, they literally did not block him. Micah Parsons is lined up as basically a left defensive end. The right offensive tackle for Seattle turns inside, and it's a free run for Micah Parsons to go in and hit Geno Smith. Wow. When Seattle needed to be at their best there offensively, they're at their absolute worst right there.
When the pressure turned up, so did the pass rush from Dallas. Micah Parsons will not have a stat in his column tonight. The only sack, by the way, for the Dallas defense was Jonathan Hankins And an interesting point of the ball game as Dak completes the Landry shift and now takes a knee, and the clock will continue to run. But when they needed it most, Babe, they needed the pressure, and it came through big in this fourth quarter.
At the end of this last kneel down, Zach Martin comes up and gives Dak a little hug and then a big shove. A friendly shove. Friendly shove. This should do it right here.
For the 21st time in Dak Prescott's career, he'll take a knee with a fourth quarter or overtime comeback win. It's the second time in 2023 that he's done just that, and the Cowboys have won 14 straight at home, the longest home winning streak in the NFL. And more importantly, they improved to 9-3 on the 2023 season and set up a monumental clash in Week 14 against the Philadelphia Eagles. The clock down to 2-1, and this one is officially over. 41-35, the final score as Dallas takes down Seattle here in Arlington. What a game this was.
Heck of a football game. If you came out here, if you're one of the 90,000 that were in the stadium, you got your money's worth. That's for sure. And if you're listening to us on our flagship 105.3 FM The Fan or across the radio dial or Sirius XM, you got your money's worth. And I don't even know how much you paid. But you got your money's worth. What a fun, exciting football game. A lot of penalties. That aspect kind of didn't grind it to a halt, but it slowed it down a bit. But boy, just a lot of big-time plays made by both teams. I mean, receivers and quarterbacks and running backs, and Tony Pollard with the great run at the end. That was really a fantastic football game right there.
And whenever you needed Dak to step up, too, down the stretch, he did just that. 29 of 41 passing, his final stat line, 299 yards, 3 touchdowns, did not have an interception. Dallas didn't necessarily run the ball effectively until very late in the ball game, but whenever they needed it, they got it done, and Dak was the one that was the ringleader on offense.
And ironically, this was Dak's first regular season win over Seattle. He was 0-3 against the Seahawks in the regular season. Now, he got the playoff win, which you like, obviously, in 2018. But, wow, what a game. And now we can all sit back and watch San Francisco, Philadelphia on Sunday. And then Philadelphia comes to Dallas. And you know that stat about after you play San Francisco, you lose games, right? So that'll be Philadelphia.
That's perfect. It all works out.
San Francisco will beat them up.
This is great.
Cowboys get 10 days before that game, so they'll be more well-rested than Philadelphia. So a lot of things in the Cowboys' favor, and then playing at home, this place has just been unbelievable.
They really were loud in the fourth quarter as well. And, hey, guess what, America? Dallas has beaten a team with a record above 500. So you can stop talking about that, and Dallas gets the job done here today, 41-35.
Let me ask you this. Does Brian Anger get paid this week? Does he get a paycheck?
I don't know. I believe so, right? He was here for warm-ups. He dressed out. He got the job done.
Yeah.
And that, by the way,
a little bit like that A&M head coach, getting paid to do nothing. Right?
Maybe so. This is the first time in Dallas Cowboys history that they've played in a game where neither team punted.
Wow.
Neither team had a punt tonight.
And that's never
happened.
That's
what type of game this was. It was video game-esque all the way through, and it ended up with a video game score as well. Everybody involved here, I want to give my thanks for allowing me to step in for the legendary Brad Sham. I want to give my well wishes to Brad as well. Can't wait to hear him back in the booth very, very soon, and hopefully for that big-time matchup with Philadelphia next week. But this has been a dream come true for me. Never gotten to call a regular season game.
Oh, I thought you mean working with me.
That too, of course, that too.
Now, let me just tell the folks at home, and then we'll wrap this up and we'll get to our post-game show. But so Brad's under the weather.
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone in the world wishes him a speedy recovery and health. But you have no idea what it's like to jump in to find out 2 hours before kickoff that you're going to be the play-by-play guy. I mean, the preparation that it takes during the week to get ready to do this job So my hat's off to you, Kyle. Heck of a job.
Thank you very much.
Brad usually has to carry me. Now you know the drudgery it is to have to work with me.
Hey, I'll do it anytime you ask, and hopefully it's not for a long time for Brad Sham, because he's got this thing under lock as the voice of the Cowboys and the voice of this team for a long, long time to come, might I add. I want to give thanks to everybody that had their hands on this one across the board. Alec Medford, Bob Thomas, our stats engineering with Josiah Miller, spotter Jake Goldberg, our producer Danny Miles, Tim Collins, of course, Christy Scales down on the sideline, and my partner Babe Laufenberg. Again, stick around. You got postgame with Brian Broaddus, Zach Wolchuk on 105.3 The Fan and the flagship station of the Dallas Cowboys. You've got a chance to listen to them for the next couple hours. Definitely take a chance to do so. I'm Kyle Yeomans, filling in for the legendary Brad Sham, giving you the final score one more time. Dallas wins it over Seattle and improved to 9-3 on the 2023 season. 41-35, the final score.